15 in the Southland. Here we go. It's a live imaging Tuesday with Sedano and Kappy. We head live to LMU.
Bing, ba-dum, bum. Come on, DeMarco. Bing, ba-dum, bum. Bing, ba-dum, bum. Ding, ding, bing, ba-dum,
Sedano and Kap is on as you hear Kappy and DeMarco Farr live from Rams training camp. Now, I hear we have a potential faulty connection. So at any moment, it could turn into the Morales Producer D and Producer Funchy show. So stand by for that. Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Why would that be, Christopher Arthur Morales? Why would that be?
You know, I've been in 11 different meetings today on 11 different topics. I didn't have a 12th scheduled to figure out why we have a faulty connection. But according to D, we dropped 3 times during Super Crosstalk.
And just to be clear, we never dropped. We could hear everything that was going on. But for whatever reason, they couldn't hear us. So, Chris, let's do this, though. Let's start off. Me and DeMarco are here at Loyola Marymount. You are back at home base in downtown L.A. You got DeAndre, and you got Funchy Lova. I got the Queen. Now, just back up with me and DeMarco to Friday night and the incredible mandala dinner at Fleming's.
As I stated earlier during Travis and Sliwa, the dinner that the vegan DeMarco Farr invited himself to.
Whatever. I was not. I invited myself to that?
Well, here's the thing. Kappy apparently invited people, and as usual, Kappy didn't really have the authority.
You invited me.
I did not invite you.
You asked me 3 times, am I coming to this thing?
Me?
Yeah,
I would have never done that because I realized the economic impact of Kappy's
You asked 3
invites.
times if I'm coming.
I did not.
Look at you. Yes, you did.
No.
Don't be lying. Come on.
But go ahead, Kappy. Go ahead with your story.
So I had to tell this to DeMarco yesterday. First, they hit us with the Blanco. But even before the Blanco, we had like that, what was the name of that liquid refreshment that was so delicious, that cocktail, that Verde.
Verde Fresca.
Verde Fresca.
Oh.
Yes.
So first I had the Verde Fresca. Mm-hmm. Then I had the Blanco. Then the Reposado. And then, Chris, you ordered from the bar a round of Reposados.
And you know why that was, right?
Tell me.
Because Rachel was complaining about not having enough. So then we order, and then she had too much. This is a girl you cannot make happy.
Well, okay, we did have a Reposado, and then we had the Añejo, and then we had the extra Añejo.
Right.
And when it was all said and done, rather than saying, hey, that was fun, we ate like kings, we drank like animals, the mandala was world class, the food was absolutely spectacular, let's all go home and sleep it off. No, we had to go to the bar. Mm-hmm. And that's when I hit a Tito's on top of all the mandala.
Wow.
And Christopher?
I was surprised by your order.
Why is that?
Well, I went mandala in like Coca-Cola, and you decided to then double down with Tito's on top of that.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It was a bad move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
bad move.
imagine.
That's a bad choice.
It's a bold move.
Because
Bold.
the mandala by itself the next day, it's such a good product, it's so clean.
Uh-huh.
You know, that you would have had no problems. You put the Tito's on top of like 5 or 6 mandalas, you got trouble, Jack.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
And I will tell you something right now. I was a mess all day Saturday. But I don't know how she does it. Rachel the next day.
Oh,
Wow.
Rachel's a pro.
Dude, mimosa at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
She was good.
And then a bottle of wine on the train all the way back south.
Oh, my God.
You know what I did? I don't know if you saw my Insta story over the weekend. On Saturday, I had a bottle of Mandala Repo delivered because I had to keep the party going.
Well, you'll be proud of me because you're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you. But I had to go to a party on Saturday night, and the people whose party we were going to, they're kind of like, they think they're tequila snobs, you know?
Right.
And so I brought a bottle of Blanco, and these folks tried the Blanco, and they're like, well, you know, why Blanco? Why not Reposado? Why not Añejo? I'm like, because the guy who's the founder of the whole deal, Beto, he was like, this is my favorite of all 4 of them, so I brought the Blanco, and it's like half the price of all the others. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. It was the hit of the party. And, Chris, I freaking bought it.
Wow.
Paid for it.
Nice.
I'm shocked you didn't make a big deal on social media about that.
I thought about it. I thought that maybe I should take a picture in the liquor store of the transaction.
You bought it at a
on the
liquor
spot.
store?
Yeah.
Wow, that had to run you some coin.
And I paid straight cash, homie.
Nice.
Get you, Kappy.
Yeah.
So proud of you.
Thank you. Chris, I didn't even go up to Kirk or Beto or anybody Friday night going, yo, man, you guys got extra bottles or what? You got a couple bottles for me.
Like the last time.
Nothing like that.
The last time you walked out with a case. The last time we did one of these tastings.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Did.
I had all 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, it was a great Friday night. I'm glad to reconnect, and it was actually an amazing dinner, an amazing experience. And I know it's Tuesday, but I'm still basking in it because it was fantastic.
Beautiful. Well, it was a beautiful night. Thanks to our friends at Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala, founded in the city of Downey, just like me.
Right on. Now, I'm going to ask everybody a question here.
Shoot.
Did anybody watch this morning live Olympic coverage of the USA women's gymnastics team?
We had it on here in the studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. DeMarco's out. No.
I watched, not live, but I did watch clips.
Not live.
Not live, but clips did happen.
Okay, because I don't know about everybody else. I have become addicted to the Olympics.
Really?
I don't know.
A lot of people are out on the Olympics.
Oh, no, come on, out on the Olympics.
A lot of people are out on the Olympics.
I'll tell you what
From the opening ceremony to now.
Come on, really?
I'm dead serious.
Who hates the Olympics?
A
Well, a lot of people had
are out
issues
on
with the
Olympics.
opening ceremony.
What was wrong with the opening ceremony?
Let's not get into it.
Yeah.
Wait,
Just trust me on it.
But wait a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
I watched the opening ceremonies. I thought
He's getting into it.
I thought that
Of course he's getting into it, DeMarco.
Right.
He told them not to.
Right.
And this is what he does.
As soon as you tell me not to, then I got to get to it.
Yeah.
I loved it being, floating down the river.
Yeah.
Okay. I loved all the dancing on the side of the river. I liked all the musical performances. I liked the fireworks and the smoke and everything. What was people's complaint about the opening ceremonies? I'm underexposed.
A simple Google search.
Google it.
Yeah.
Will give you
Just say
multiple
Google.
points of view of why people had a problem.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, is there one major headline like the opening ceremony?
Yeah.
Google. It's
it,
there.
Kappy, it's
Yeah,
there.
it's there.
Okay.
But a lot of people are out. But yes, yeah. But I missed that, though. But I did watch clips, though.
I did.
Yeah.
I feel like now, because you don't have to intake everything as it's happening, and you can go to social media to just get highlights.
Yeah.
You get. I get it like that. That's how I'm consuming it.
All right, here's I typed in
Please,
opening
really?
Will
ceremonies.
you stop?
You don't read it on there. You don't need to do all that.
Paris Olympics organizers say they meant no disrespect to the Last Supper tableau.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Oh my God!
Don't you see Last Supper and realize we probably don't want to go down that road?
Yeah, can we not? Just
We're all quiet.
You keep it up, and last Friday night will be your last supper, Kappy.
I mean,
But that's what people are up in arms
okay.
about.
See,
But
now,
I did have to see Simone Biles, though. I have to see her. I saw her perform, and she did. What did she do? A double backflip or something?
You mean on the what's the name of that horse that sits there? That's not really a horse that you run fast.
That's called the vault. Isn't
The
it?
vault.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
She was amazing.
She's amazing.
But
Right.
I will say, I don't know how to judge gymnastics. So,
Me
she
neither.
jumped up in the air. She did this whole twist and turn. She landed, but it wasn't like a clean landing.
Yeah.
But all the announcers were like, "Oh my God, that's the greatest move I've ever seen!" I'm like, what? The landing sucked.
And apparently she's hurt too.
Yes, but
Yeah.
I guess she did some sort of a move.
Yeah, she
that
did.
nobody
I think
else has ever done.
Either 3 backflips or 2 backflips. Some number of backflips in the air. It was amazing to watch. So all the other gymnasts, did you see the little Chinese gymnasts that went nuts?
the little tiny one.
Yes, they
Yeah.
went crazy over they said come on, we got to get dressed. No, I want to see Simone Biles. It was just so cute. And then she hit this move and she's hurt at the same time. It's great drama.
But I will tell you today that when the U.S. women's Olympic gymnastics team won the gold medal, okay? And
Yeah.
now wait a second, is that okay? Is that cool?
That's cool, Cap. Yes.
Is that not cool?
That's fine.
Okay.
You're good.
No, I mean,
He
no,
really
because,
wants to get into that.
No, only because the thing is that a lot of people are like, "Whoa, spoiler! I haven't seen it yet."
Oh.
Hey, bro, this happened live on TV today, this morning.
You're fair game.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I don't need to. You have to wait for you guys to catch up on prime time.
No, you're
You
fair
know?
game. Go ahead.
All right, bro.
When these girls, thank you, bro. When these 5 girls, and they look like America, it's not like the
They look like
gymnastics.
America?
Yes, it's not like
Okay.
what gymnastics used to look like,
Okay.
where it's like 5 little white girls. You know what I'm saying? This looks like America.
Okay.
This is like white girl,
Diverse?
black girl,
Okay.
like Asian girl. I mean, it's
We're gonna
very
get in trouble today, aren't we?
No, it's
Yeah.
this is what America
Cap's
is.
on
man.
one right now.
Chris is on, so we're.
Oh, is that
fine.
what it is?
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know.
When these 5 girls were
I've
standing
actually
there
just to
draped
be-
in the flag.
For the record, I've had a great day today, up until 4:20.
Wait, I didn't say you didn't. I'm just saying you're on air so you can regulate.
Oh.
I won't get fired today. I was thinking I was going to get fired last Friday. So.
Well, we've coined Fridays now around here. No dump Friday.
No dump Friday.
You have to be careful with what you say, and nothing can be dumped.
That's a good one. I like that one. Yeah. But anyway, go ahead. They look like American.
It was awesome. So seeing the American girls today, the gymnastics team win gold was awesome. And I don't know about everybody else, but I am only watching the Olympics on NBC. Okay? I'm not watching it on USA. I'm not going to CNBC at night. I refuse to go to Peacock.
Why just NBC?
Because it's just
not Peacock?
Because then it requires a login and an account, and I don't have one. And if I do, I don't know the password.
Okay.
And it's just like a whole problem for somebody like me.
Okay. All right.
I think he has it.
I love how you're making this a big, bold statement. Like, I'm Scott Kaplan. I'm only watching on NBC. Like, it's 1976, and there's only 3 networks. Right. I'm only watching on one channel. I mean, yes, I've got options, but I don't want to have options. I will watch whatever is on NBC. So if they've got women's rugby, I'm watching. They got diving, I'm watching. They got handball.
Did you see the Filipino guy do the backsplash?
Oh, that was tough.
Oh, my God. Wait, have you seen that yet?
No, the Filipino guy?
Off the high dive. He lands smack on his back.
No way.
And scored a 0.
No way.
You will see this video forever.
The memes for that were
crazy. My God, it's hilarious. Poor guy.
Like when you lied on your resume.
Yes.
Boom. Yeah.
You worked so hard to get there, and this is what you do.
Crazy.
Oh, that poor guy. I feel bad for him.
Okay.
Is this it?
I'm gonna look at it on TikTok.
Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah.
Hear that, Chris?
He won't do Peacock, but he'll do TikTok.
This guy. Yeah.
This guy right here?
That's the guy right there.
This guy right here.
This guy right here. Watch
Him
this.
right here.
Watch this. Bam!
Oh! Yeah. It was
I
brutal.
need Jim Ross calling that one.
Wow. That guy's
killed
awful.
him. Isn't
He's
that
terrible. He's awful.
They scored a 0.
Somebody's saying that it wasn't from this Olympics, DeMarco.
Oh, that wasn't from this Olympics? My bad.
Someone on YouTube is correcting us.
My bad,
Like always.
y'all.
Thank you,
It's all good.
YouTube.
My bad.
YouTube police. But it's still funny, though.
Yeah, it doesn't really
How
matter.
come I'm just seeing it now, then?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hold on.
Somebody's bringing it back.
Somebody's lying. Yeah.
All right, we
Twice,
are live at Rams
Chris.
training camp. Live from Rams training camp, where today he had a rest day yesterday, and we all sat here and wondered what was going on. But Matthew Stafford is back on the field today for another padded practice. So we're gonna have sit here. We're gonna watch a bunch of football today. We're gonna hang out with all these Rams fans that are right over our shoulders. We're gonna wind up. Well, what was that?
Yo. No. There you go. Thought you heard a boo, didn't you?
I did. I was like, what's that all about?
No. You're just edgy today.
And then it's Live Imaging Tuesday, so who knows what's going to happen with Chris back in the studio and us here at Loyola Marymount. Hey, I want to say this. I forgot to mention, after all the mandala and then after the Tito's, I shouldn't have done this either. Then I threw a Coors Light on top of all of it.
Man.
That was also not a great move. But then the next day, Saturday, I recovered all day. And then Sunday, I broke out a whole bunch of icy cold Coors Lights. Because let me tell you something, everybody. The Hall of Fame game is happening Thursday. Before you know it, the NFL season is going to be here. And then, you know what that means? It's no longer summertime. It's going to be fall time. And yeah, we're going to have great weather in September, October, and even into November. But all of a sudden, the summertime will be gone. But you know what? Right now, while it's summer, you got to get out there and enjoy this sunshine, enjoy this incredible weather, and you do it with icy cold Coors Light. It's cold. It's crisp. It's clean. It's refreshing. DeAndre, dare I say it is?
It's crushable.
Crushable. Icy cold Coors Light, 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. And when drinking that Coors Light, celebrate responsibly.
Don't miss Trav and Slee.
Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., it's the Mid-Morning Spectacular.
Have you ever seen a handball court? Have you ever seen a handball league pop up in your neighborhood?
I played it in gym class in high school.
Jorge and I played pickup handball on Thursdays.
The one with the blue ball against the wall, that's the handball I know.
That's racquetball because you don't have any rackets,
Isn't
right?
that like the #1 sport in jail?
Yes, you're right.
Trav and Slee, weekdays after Unsportsmanlike.
On 710 ESPN.
Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids.
KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
It's hot outside, bro. And fuego. That's right. Next Gen is the absolute best in the biz. Thousands of 5-star reviews online to prove it. Call them at 833-3-NEXT-GEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN. Also, if you're concerned about air quality issues in your home or have allergy problems, this time of year, obviously in the summertime, air quality is not so great. Call them at 833-3-NEXT-GEN. What are you waiting for? Call them at 833-3-NEXGEN or visit them online at nextgenairandplumbing.com to schedule your appointment today.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BREAK to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BREAK to 321-321. That's BREAK to 321-321.
4:32 in the Southland. A live imaging Tuesday on Sedano and Kappy. Kappy and DeMarco live from Rams training camp at LMU on this day in 1977. The #1 hit, Andy Gibb. I just want to be your everything, Kappy.
And I feel the same way about you.
Of course, Andy was not in the Bee Gees. He was the other brother.
How'd that happen, I wonder? Like, I want, nah, I don't want to be with you guys. I'll do my own thing.
Kinda. Yeah.
Then he fell in love with Victoria Principal, and the rest is history, unfortunately.
You don't think, like, Maurice Gibb, the guy with the beard in the middle of it all?
Yeah.
He wasn't like, we don't want you in our group.
Well, he sounds just like him, so
right.
They already got that.
Oh, yeah, so they don't need him.
Yeah.
Also, happy 77th birthday to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold,
former governor of California.
How old is he, 77?
That's what I said, sucker.
Good.
Yep.
Amazing. Did anybody here see that 3-part series that they did? I think it was on Netflix.
I did.
How great was that?
It was awesome. I
love Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, he's one of those people that in my life I've not had a chance to meet that I really, really, really want to meet. You know?
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
I love people who are not like one thing. There are lots of different things.
Yeah.
You know, here he was the greatest bodybuilder on the planet, who then turned into one of the all-time great action-adventure heroes, who then turned who then turned into a politician, governor of the state, and all the while, I didn't know this except for that series. You know, he had been investing early in his life in real estate, and he got an entire empire of real estate.
Wow.
And so
I didn't know that part.
What an interesting guy. I get his emails every morning.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's called the positive corner of the internet. That's what he calls it.
The positive corner of the internet.
That's right. And he sends you emails every day about what to eat, how to work out.
I like it.
You know, oh, yeah, man.
It was like Kappy's emails that we would get, and we didn't know how we got them.
Right.
Oh, really?
Like
That's how you got it.
Yeah.
You
must have subscribed, girl.
Nice.
Somehow, some way, they were in our inbox.
Oh, Pumping Iron.
Yeah, right.
Where he was the villain.
Pumping Iron, yeah.
He was the villain.
Well, yeah. But
he was torturing Lou Ferrigno.
He was,
yeah,
but he's also like out on Muscle Beach, you know what I mean, smoking doobies back in the day.
Eating 2 pounds of raw hamburger and then squat and then go to the beach. That's his life. And smoke a joint in between.
Love Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Big time.
We got to get him on the show.
I did meet him once. Tom Arnold brought him in. I think he was Shaq was first, and then he was the second guy. Couldn't wait to meet him. Back in the 80s, like, as soon as he had a movie, we were there. He was the guy. So he was cool. Very, very cool.
I'll tell you somebody else who I really want to meet. It kind of bothers me that I did not meet him yesterday here at Rams camp because I didn't know he was here yesterday at Rams camp.
Eric Weddle.
No, Eric Weddle and I, as you saw, there was an embrace yesterday. I mean,
there was a moment where he was like, "Who are you?"
No, there was a moment.
And then he realized it's Cap.
There was a moment where Chris, it was like Eric Weddle said, "Will you mount me?" It was that kind of a deal. Yes.
Yeah. Witt almost threw you at one point when you first walked over. Who is this dude?
Yeah, but then he realized, oh, we're connected on Peloton.
That's
right.
true.
Right.
Rebound.
Oh, right.
That's right.
Oh, my 7-Eleven pal. That's right. You. Yeah.
Who did you want to meet? Who was out here?
Larry David.
He was out here yesterday?
I did not know that.
Oh, I didn't see him.
But, while Matthew Stafford was apparently, given a scheduled day off, there's all these photographs that have surfaced of Larry David and Matthew Stafford hanging out somewhere here at LMU.
Apparently he is a big-time Rams fan or a sports fan or both.
Well, I know sports fan for sure. I don't know. Maybe he's a new Rams fan. I don't know. But, you think Larry calls and says, hey, I want to come to practice and I need a 15-minute get-together with Matthew Stafford?
To mini camp once. They called us and said, Larry David's here. If you want to meet the guy, come over and see it. I mean, so I guess he got connected. He's going to be a part of this unit for the entire year. So,
well, I wonder if
welcome
he was,
to the fold.
I wonder if he was across the way from where we are
I'm
right
sure
here.
He's in the VIP.
In the VIP area. If we would have been nice to have known that he was here, he could have stopped by the show.
What would you say? What's the first thing you would say to Larry David? Pretend I'm Larry David.
Okay. Of all of your Curb episodes, which one is your favorite?
Oh, that's a great question.
Okay.
Why would you ask me that?
Because I know which ones are my favorites.
Which ones are your favorite?
Well, my all-time favorite is Crazy Eyes Killa. Do you know which one Crazy Eyes Killa is?
Tell me about it.
Crazy Eyes Killa is the rapper who's going to marry Wanda, but yet he still likes other women and very specific types of other women. Kind of like the sort of kind of women you sort of like
will you
too.
stop? Go ahead.
Seriously.
Move on. Yeah.
And then what happens is he realizes that he has to go find Crazy Eyes Killa, but he has to look him up in the phone book.
Okay.
And he can't find Killa in the phone book. And then back in the day, he was calling information. I don't know. It's Killih.
You're going to tell that to Larry David?
Well, Larry will know.
I think he'll cut you off.
No.
I
Larry,
think he'd cut you off.
He will love to know.
You got to do all that in
that's
30
my
seconds.
Favorite. Oh, no, I can do that. No problem.
Can't.
He can't do it in 30 seconds? Okay.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I think he would shoo you away by then.
All right. Well, it's a lit Tuesday here, and we are at LMU. We are here at Rams training camp, and Chris is back in the studio. DeAndre's in the studio. Funchy Love, are you even alive today? Are you playing with us, or are you not playing?
I'm playing.
Just wanted to make sure.
I'm here,
make
baby.
sure you're in
I'm
the
here,
game
baby.
today. Just wanted to make sure.
I'm here, baby.
I'm here for it.
Look at Funchy. I miss Funchy.
Yeah, me too.
What do you miss about him?
Oh, good question.
What do I miss about
Yeah,
him?
because when people say they miss Funchy, I just wonder what that means.
Well, I love his attitude, like his humor, because you don't know what he's going to hit you with sometimes. Because sometimes you're like, whoa. But if you know Funchy, you know it's all out of love.
Cap misses my good looks.
That's not where I was going. I was just wondering.
I'm talking about Caps. Cap misses my good
Remember
looks
what he
around here.
said when we were talking about if you would do a play-by-play of your love life? And Funchy was like, nah, that would be 5 seconds. Bam. Like, you know what I mean? That's what he said.
Tyson
I didn't
fight.
say that.
Early
Tyson
fight.
An early Tyson fight.
He comes,
Like Michael Spinks. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Where somebody just lays down and gives up.
Funchy's just crazy like that.
I don't think he gave up. I think he got knocked cold.
Oh, I kind of feel like he was scared and just laid down. But today, I would say the big story of today is that the Dodgers went out and made a move as most people predicted they would because everybody knew what the Dodgers needed, and they went out today and they got a starting pitcher. Okay? And what's really interesting about the Dodger moves is that the Dodgers made moves, the Padres made moves, and the two teams are battling head-to-head over the next 2 nights.
Wow.
And so, for me, and I hate to take away from the Olympics.
That's fun. Yeah.
But Padres versus Dodgers when both teams are battling. And today, as the trade deadline was happening, the Padres went out and got a relief pitcher from the Marlins. And apparently the Dodgers were really hot on this guy. This is Tanner Scott. And so then the Padres wind up having to add more and more. So the Dodgers are able to get the Padres to spend more of their top assets in the minor leagues. So I just love to watch the positioning of one team that has dominated the division for as long as the Dodgers have, and then one team that has to look up at the Dodgers all the time and constantly be competing with them and doing anything they can to try and compete with them. I find that stuff interesting.
And then they play each other.
And now they play each other. For 2 straight nights.
What do you think of what the Dodgers did? They got a Flaherty, right?
The Dodgers got a pitcher from Detroit named Jack Flaherty. You hear that, Jack?
Yeah.
and they gave up a couple of their minor league prospects. Their number 3 overall prospect. I don't.
Do you care about prospects?
Not only do I not care about it, I don't know anything about minor league baseball. Okay, so for all the dorks out there, and I can appreciate where you guys are coming from, when you start analyzing, where they are in the Baseball America rankings of prospects, hey, you do you, but I don't have anything to do with it.
You don't care about prospects,
and if I'm trying to win now, and I know Dave Roberts is trying to win now, you hear that, Christopher Arthur Morales? Dave Roberts trying to win right now.
Uh-huh.
He
better be trying to win now.
Although, Chris, I don't know if you'll be happy about this or not. Yesterday Dodgers had a little bit of time. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Astros. They had a little bit of time. So Dave was spotted yesterday on the golf course at Torrey Pines playing with his former teammate, a former great Padre reliever and closer, and Trevor Hoffman. So an off day on the golf course. You got a problem with that?
No. Does he actually try to win at golf, or is everything just like, oh, I tried my best. I'm a nice guy, so everybody shake hands and smile?
Good question. Don't know if he was really super competitive on the course yesterday. Don't know that.
By the way, speaking of the trade deadline, I think we all need, for the good of the show and Sedano's bits, we need the Kikuchi jerseys.
I love that
Kikuchi.
name.
Yeah. I'm going to get an Astros You Say Kikuchi jersey.
You say Kikuchi.
I love that idea.
Double X. Yeah.
No,
like that
DeMarco,
name.
you
Say it
can't
again.
just join in on everything we do on a show.
Wow.
Will you stop?
You're really starting to annoy me, man. First, if you are going
I'm way past annoyed with you.
That's fine.
Yeah. Thank you.
I listened to Saturday's show. Thank God you had JB steering the ship.
Oh, my God.
Because you had nothing to say.
You know what? You talk a lot of trash when you're on remote.
I say it right to your face.
No, you don't.
Please.
When I'm sitting in front of you, you don't say anything.
What did I say Friday night
you
at the dinner?
You were quiet as a church mouse out here. What was that story you sent me today about the Titans player going off on the radio guy?
Oh, yeah. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it later.
Yeah, that would be me and you.
Anytime.
How about today?
And I mean, I'm not there, so I don't know what you...
Okay, well, it's a short drive.
Let me tell you something.
I'll wait on you.
Oh.
How about that?
I'm saying at the East Central
I
tonight.
will wait for you.
I'm saying at
Hold
the
on a
East
minute.
Central. You come over here.
I'm not done with you. I'll wait for you. How about that?
I'm not coming
Pick
there.
a spot.
But you can come here.
Okay, wait for me.
Okay.
I'll be there. Yeah.
But what would be fun, though, is if we had Chris, who I think Chris could do some good pass blocking. So we get him set up, okay?
Yeah.
And you're across from him, and we go, say,
I guarantee you when I get to the studio, he'll be gone.
No, I'm staying at East Central tonight. I'll be in my office late working.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, I can't wait.
Okay, so what are you going to do? You're going to go find him?
What are you going to do?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go hunt him up.
Because here's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
East Central
time.
Hotel has the biggest rooms in downtown L.A. So we could go over to my room at the East Central, and we could wrestle.
You want to wrestle?
No.
You don't? No. You don't want to wrestle?
wrestle. No, I don't want to wrestle.
And Producer D will come over and shoot video.
No.
Is that true, Producer D?
I might have to.
Beautiful.
Why do you wait until I'm not in the room to turn it on? How about that?
What are you talking? When do I not turn it on?
I was sitting right next to you at Fleming's. Nothing.
Well, we were at a nice
sitting
dinner with our partners.
Next to you. Nothing.
And you were not next to me.
First day of Rams camp.
I was
were right
sitting,
here. Nothing.
I was with partners.
As soon as you're in the studio and I'm here, now you're big man.
Do I not say things? There are videos of us around Christmas where Kappy and I were trying to mount you,
say
and you got
stuff
mad.
when it's safe.
Okay. Well, come here tonight, and I'll say it to your face.
All right. I'm telling you right now, I see a pass rushing drill with Chris on the O-line.
And I'm pulling Deacon Jones. I'm going head slap.
He's setting up in a 2-point stance like he's an offensive tackle.
Yeah.
And you're across from him, and you're pass rushing. And I'm just going to see. That's going to be my signal.
Oh, my God.
That's
Can we put that on? Can we put it on camera? Please? Can we get that? Can we get video of that? Me and Chris?
Chris, are you ready to play O-line against DeMarco?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go low.
I'll let him rush me. How about that?
Let me tell you something.
I'll be the O-line.
DeMarco,
I'll let him rush me.
DeMarco, there's no rule.
I'll stand there and give him you can have 2 steps.
DeMarco, we go mount to mount. There's no rules. You get what I'm saying?
DeMarco, this could get interesting.
It could get ugly.
This could get real interesting.
It could get ugly.
I'll tell you what can't get ugly, and that's my man Avner Gatt. I'll explain to you why. Because if you have an ugly situation where you have a leak in your house, let's say your toilet blows up, man. Let's say you've got a pipe underneath your house. You don't even know that this thing has been leaking and it's been going on forever, and now you got all kinds of problems. And you call your homeowner's insurance, and you're like, hey, I pay you guys every month. Get out here and fix it. And then they come out and they go, hey, you know what? We can help you out and we can fix this and we can fix that, but we're only going to be able to give you this much money. And you go, this much? Oh, my God, are you crazy? It's like 10 times that amount of money. So you don't negotiate with your homeowner's insurance company. That's when you call Avner Gatt. He's a public insurance adjuster. He works for you. He's on your side. He makes sure you get the best outcome, not the homeowner's insurance company. And if you try and negotiate with these guys on your own, good luck. You don't know what you're doing. Okay, and I mean everybody. I don't care if you're a doctor, a lawyer. I don't care what you are. You don't know what you're doing when you're negotiating with these homeowners insurance companies. But Avner Gatt does, because he got 20-plus years of experience. He's got a full team behind him. He's got a track record of success with all the 5-star reviews, and he is going to take care of business on your behalf. So if you have this emergency situation and you do not get paid by your homeowner's insurance company, Avner Gatt is going and getting that money for you. Call him, 818-917-5256, 818-917-5256. You can visit him online at avnergatt.com, AVNERGAT, avnergatt.com. You call, he answers. You'll know it's him because DeMarco, you know what he says?
Hello. To the Southland on a Live MG Tuesday. Let me tell you about somebody else. Everybody in Southern California knows about my boy Barry from Barry'sTickets.com. Well, guess what? Barry's putting together the best fight card to come to SoCal in years. Saturday, August 3rd at beautiful BMO Stadium, Terrence Crawford versus Israel Madrimov. I believe that's how you say it. I believe. Is that right, DeAndre? We'll find out. Yeah. Plus, Eminem's performing live. Don't miss out. Limited tickets still available, courtesy of my boy Barry at Barry'sTickets.com. Plus, keep listening all throughout the afternoon. We've got pairs of tickets to give away, so keep listening. More of Sedano and Kap, which is really Kappy, and Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr, live from Rams Charity Camp with producer Laura, coming up in 3 minutes here on 710.
Starting Monday, September 9th, there's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it means the 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block begins an hour earlier. Even more live and local LA sports talk on 710 ESPN. The Travis and Sliwa Show will start at 9 a.m. Mason and Ireland move back to noon to 3, and Sedano and Kappy start the LA Afternoon Drive Takeover at 3 p.m. And then at 6 p.m., we are the destination for LA sports. It's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it begins Monday, September 9th.
Have you thought about entering a debt relief program because you have crushing credit card payments that only seem to go up? Know this before you do. Debt settlement will torch your credit score and make getting any credit over the next few years a true nightmare. If you own a home, there is a better way out. You can refinance with the Loan Exchange to pay off all your non-mortgage debt. Even if the rate is higher than your current mortgage, you can knock your monthly nut down while boosting your credit score even higher. Bonus, the Loan Exchange has free closer loans, meaning no closing costs. Extra bonus, mortgage interest is tax deductible up to a loan amount of $750,000, which means even more savings. So call the Loan Exchange at 855-752-9944 or go to theloanexchange.com to dump those 24% interest credit cards now. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. That's 855-752-9944 or theloanexchange.com.
Is your vehicle due for service? Before you hit the road for that summer road trip, head into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. No dragging the kids into a dirty waiting room. At Valvoline, you stay in your car safe while the expert technicians make sure your ride is in its best. Oil changes, tire rotations, transmission care, and more. Pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
710 ESPN. 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 710 ESPN
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
10 minutes in front of 5 o'clock on Live Imaging Tuesday. Sedano and Kappy. Kappy, it's the Rams Super Bowl champion, DeMarco Farr, live from LMU Rams training camp. And on this day in 1996, the number one UK hit, Spice Girls Wanna Be. Kind of like DeMarco Farr. These are not potted up?
Wow.
You got to pot him up if I'm going to take a shot like that, Producer D.
He was up and up.
I'm ignoring you, dude. I really am. I'm ignoring you.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know that people in the YouTube chat are saying, "Meet me in Temecula."
Yeah, they are.
Well, I don't know what this beef is with DeMarco and I. We had a great night on Friday night. I was complimenting his attire. Remember, Kappy?
He did look sharp.
He did.
Do you remember that, DeMarco? You don't remember the compliments?
Whose side are you on?
I'm on your side. I'm with you right now.
Whose side are you on?
Right now, I'm on your side.
Right now, it's me and him.
Corporate Greg just ran in here and told me that the graphics team, our social team, is working on a graphic of DeMarco and I in the ring, and I'm ready. I will train for this.
No, you're not.
I am ready.
You're not ready.
I'm ready.
You're not ready.
Well, let me ask you this.
Sign a waiver.
Let me ask you this, DeMarco.
4-ounce gloves.
When you were playing, did you ever have a beef, like a serious beef, with anybody in the media where maybe you wanted a piece of that guy in the media?
No. I was always cool with the media. They had a job to do. I would tell my teammates they have a job to do. You know, this guy's a jerk. I can't stand this guy. He's just doing his job, man. Answer the questions and move on. Okay. But every now and then you get a guy like Chris that's trying to be like, just antagonize you to get you to snap.
That is kind of my bit. I mean, that's...
See? To get you to snap, see?
Get you to snap, see?
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to get you to snap, see?
What was that guy that? Oh, it was Ryan Leaf. You had to be down there. He snapped on the reporter.
Ryan Leaf went off. He went crazy. That was many years ago.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
That's it, right?
So
Seau came in and saved him. That's right.
Now, do you think? I just want to get some feedback from you. We've had on Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
And, I kind of messed around with Coop, like, hey, young fella, would you like an autograph? I hooked him up, right? Yesterday we had on Jared Verse.
Yes.
I made him shake my hand like 12 times in an effort to try and break my hand.
Almost broke it.
Oh, Chris, you didn't hear about this?
I saw it.
I tried to have Jared Verse try and break my hand yesterday because it felt so good that he was squeezing my hand. It just was just like a hand massage.
It felt good.
Oh, it felt great.
That's kind of weird, right?
I know. Well, yeah. But you've never had a problem with anybody in the media where you almost got into it?
No.
And do you think that I've done anything to any of these players?
Wait. No, the first time I'd met a guy that was abrasive, because coming out of college, was actually T.J. Simers. Remember him?
Of course.
Yeah, he asked.
R.I.P.
He asked some tough questions. Yeah, some really hard questions in a really Chris Morales type way, and I'm like, oh, this is just for a reaction, but. Once you meet the guy, he's just doing his job.
Okay, because there is a situation where a radio show is broadcasting from Tennessee Titans training camp, just like we're doing it here. Just like we're here at Rams training camp. And their defensive end of the Titans, this guy Jeffrey Simmons, is apparently like going off on the radio. And the host is sitting there like, hey, dude, we're on the air.
Yeah.
Okay, and I got one of your teammates sitting down here, and I'm kind of being rude. But if you want to come sit down, I'm happy to have this conversation. Now, I have thankfully never been in the position where I almost got beat up by a player.
Yeah.
Except one time.
Who?
One time.
Who almost got you?
Well, I almost had to kick some ass.
Okay, who almost?
And
beat
I don't
you
want
up?
to. I don't want to have to say names on the air about whose ass I almost had to kick.
I want to know.
But, I mean, if I had to take care of some business, it
better not be like Nate Kading or something, right?
No, it was not another kicker. No.
Okay. Who was it?
Do I have to really tell you?
Yeah, who was it?
You got to let us know, Cap.
Lorenzo Neal.
No, it was not Lorenzo Neal. I love Lorenzo Neal.
Yeah, me too.
It was Sean Merriman.
Sean Merriman. You almost had to kick Sean Merriman's
What are you
butt.
laughing at?
I'm sure that would go well for you, Kappy.
I think he was laughing about kicking Sean Merriman's butt. Lights out.
Here's what happened. It's a couple years ago, okay? And I'm at the Super Bowl, and Sean Merriman comes walking in, bro, and he is all jacked up, man.
All aura?
I mean, he is just sweaty,
What year is this?
This is just this a couple years ago. Super Bowl in Miami, before COVID.
Okay.
Right before COVID. So here comes Merriman. He comes walking into this like Radio Row area, right? And I see him, and I'm like, oh, there's Merriman. Let me go over and say hello to him, right? So I come walking up on him, I'm like, yo, what's up, my dog? You know what I mean? Like I try and act like we're all good, you know? Yeah. And I just pull up just on him like that, and I raise up my hand to like, come on, bring it in, man. I was like, what's up? And he was like, yeah. And then he took his hand, and he put it on my neck, and he grabbed it, and he held, and it said, by the way, here comes Coach McVay. That's not a cheer for us. That is a cheer for Coach McVay.
Yes.
Don't make a mistake.
So he gave you the Vulcan death grip.
He gave me the grip on the arm, on the shoulder, which said, I'm bigger, I'm stronger, and if I want to, I will pick you up with this hand and throw you across this convention center.
Did you heed his warning? Or did you go right through it?
No, I understood what was happening in the moment.
Yeah.
All right, and that's when I was like.
There we go, 4:56. Well, we made it 56 minutes. So, Sedano and Kap, live from Rams Training Camp. Are you guys back?
Are we here? We're good?
Okay, go ahead.
We've been.
I mean, I'm in the middle of
I
telling
understand
this
what you
story.
guys are saying, that you're good, but we drops here, so.
And Sean Merriman is out there driving around right now going, Kaplan, I'm going to find you.
He's looking for you.
And I'm going to put both hands on both shoulders, pick you up, and throw you.
What's the impetus behind this?
Well, he said to me, and this is kind of what this guy was saying to this radio guy in Nashville. He was like, man, you talking a lot of crap on social media, but you can just talk to me. And I said, that's what I said to Sean. I'm like, wait a second. I'm not talking any crap on social media. If I don't have any problem.
All right, 4:57, 3 minutes in front of 5 o'clock here on Sedano and Kap. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back from Rams Training Camp LMU. It's a special edition, live imaging Tuesday on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. NextGen is the official AC Heating Plumbing company of SoCal sports fans. That's right, NextGen is the absolute best in the biz and has thousands of 5-star reviews online to prove it. And right now, you can get an $88 drain cleaning, and they'll add in a free plumbing camera inspection. So, if you're sick of dealing with a slow drain, just call NextGen at 833-3-NEXTGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN. NextGen includes water, plumbing, heater, and AC safety inspections. Prioritize the safety of your loved ones at home. NextGen is the only name you need to remember for a safe and comfy home. And if you're concerned about the air quality in your home as well or have allergy problems, call NextGen and breathe easy with indoor air quality solutions to fit any budget. So call them at 833-3-NEXTGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN, or visit them online at nextgenaironplumbing.com to schedule your appointment today.
NEXGEN, call 833-3-NEXTGEN.
Travis and Sliwa.
All the way live from LA Live. Coming up tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
1,500 feet of elevation change in a relatively short period of time on this trail. Some dude was out there in like marine boots, shorts, aviator sunglasses, and that's it. Sprinting up this damn hill like Rocky Balboa in Rocky V. Wow.
Does he look like someone that does it all the time?
Yes.
Okay,
it was the fittest human being I've ever seen with my own
This was not his first day.
No, it was. I'm like, okay, I am a pathetic sack of crap. Like, look at this guy. It was very, very disheartening to see somebody working
the glistening sweat makes him look that much more jacked.
It looked like he had a motor on his back running up a mountain. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
It's the Mid-Morning Spectacular.
Don't miss Trav and Slee, live from LA Live.
710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
5 o'clock in the Southland on a live imaging Tuesday on Sedano and Kap. Kappy, Producer Avala, and Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Vafar are live from LMU Rams training camp. I'm back here with Producer D, Producer Funchy, at the ESPN LA headquarters. It is time for What You Need to Know. Brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Take it away, Producer Avala.
Thanks, Chris. I'm actually going to let Kappy finish his story because we were very invested.
Did you find the video?
I haven't found the video yet, but I know the video exists, and I'm going to find it. So long story short, as I walk up on Merriman, I'm like, what's that? Right? And then he was like, oh, really? Oh, really? It's going to be like that, huh? He put his hand on me. He grabbed my traps.
Yeah.
Okay?
Vulcan death grip.
And the body language said, I'm bigger, I'm tougher, I'm stronger, and I will throw you around like a little rag doll.
All that's true.
Right? That is true.
All
that is true.
true.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I, of course, whimpered, okay? Because I'm kind of wimpy, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, sir, I'm so sorry. And then I walked back to my broadcast location, and then Tony Baselli sat down with me, and I go, did you see what just happened? He goes, no, what happened? I go, I almost had to just kick Sean Merriman's ass.
Wow, you didn't say that.
I did.
You didn't just say that.
I did,
Why
indeed.
did you say that?
Because I was
Why
trying to
poke
act
the bear?
I was trying to act cool and tough.
Trying to act like a big man?
Yeah.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was saying to me, he's like, what's your problem, man? Like, what you're talking all this smack
What did
on
you
social
say
I
about
didn't
Sean
say
Merriman?
anything. I didn't say nothing.
He had to be like 5 years retired.
I know.
mean, how could you
but he was
comment
still
on
all
him?
gigantic,
Okay.
man. He was all lathered up, you know.
Well, just be careful what you say.
Angry at me.
Yeah.
You know? I have to kick some ass out there if I
See?
have to.
Well, that wasn't really worth the wait.
Laura's not buying it.
I don't kick no butt. So.
That was not worth the wait. But I know
was not
Producer
worth the
Avala
wait?
is worth the wait. For her, What You Need to Know.
That was my What You Need to Know.
Oh, that was it?
That was
what
I
you
like
need to know.
it. Yeah,
Really? That was
nice.
it.
That is
I
what I needed to
I almost
know.
got destroyed by Sean Merriman.
Yeah.
That was it. I'm going to find the video, and I want you to analyze it.
I
for
will.
me. I'm going to find the video.
I'm surprised I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it.
Wow.
What You
doubt.
Need to Know.
I'm
Brought to
just
you by
kidding.
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are.
I was kidding, but okay.
Okay.
You have more?
You have more?
What you need to know? Is it?
Bring it
No,
up.
I was actually genuinely kidding about that was the book. Didn't hit today.
Didn't hit, huh? Didn't slap.
Yeah, didn't
Well,
slap.
Kappy's got
slap
nothing,
different.
so why don't you just give us something? If you got one, let's do it.
Okay, I don't know why my internet's taking a hit here too, but
Well,
Hard Knocks trading camp with the Bears is that's what I actually wanted to tell you guys is debuting August 6th, and I know Kappy is all in on Hard Knocks, but I want to know who's actually going to be watching Caleb and the Bears.
Oh, I am. I'm watching.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm all in.
I love Hard Knocks, and I have not yet gotten to the Hard Knocks New York Giants.
Oh, so good.
Really, you seen the whole thing?
So good,
I
yeah.
haven't seen it yet, but I hear that it's amazing because to see, I guess, the negotiation that happens between Saquon Barkley.
He's talking to the guy on the phone. Like, he and the GM and Saquon are talking.
And then apparently, like, the owner of the Giants is telling the general manager, we want Saquon back, make
Right
it
there.
happen.
Yes.
And then what ultimately leads to Saquon leaving?
They said they're going to let him test the market. They're going to let Saquon go out. They were betting that no one would pay him that much money because they had an offer on the table. And Philly went over the top, beat it, and it was a better offer, and now he's a Philadelphia Eagle.
Why did Saquon not go back to the Giants and say, here's the offer that Philly made me, will you match it or
Because
beat it?
they weren't going to pay it. They were only going to pay so much for Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
And they let him walk to Philly.
Okay. Well, I'm in on Hard Knocks because, listen, I'm all over Receiver.
Yeah.
Last night I watched an episode of Receiver on my drive home. So I got on the freeway.
That's illegal, you know, right? Yeah.
Is it?
Watching TV while you're driving, that's bad.
Right, but if a cop pulled me over and he said, I saw you on your phone, you know, like using your phone on a phone call or something, I'd be like, no, I was just watching Receiver.
Yeah, that's bad. You can't do that. That's distracted driving.
I mean, if the
that's
cop
really
pulls you over,
dangerous, Cap. Don't do that.
Cop pulls you over and he says, hey, you were texting. I'm like, no, I was tweeting. It's different.
You're watching
No, it's
TV.
not.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I take my phone, I turn on the episode, I set my phone down, I listen to the episode.
Oh, you listen to it.
And then on a couple of occasions, I'll be like, all right, let me look over here and see what's going on.
What? You know how you could do that and it be okay if you take the train, Cap?
There you go.
That's how you could do that.
There you go.
But when you are physically driving,
You
No,
can't.
no, no.
You shouldn't watch TV.
No.
It's hard for me to take the train and watch my favorite show when I've got my AirPods in and they're jacked up as loud as they can go. But mi hermano is right behind me with his phone on.
Why you gotta be mi hermano for?
Well, because it was all in Espanol, and then he's got his phone on, and he's got the volume turned on as loud as can possibly go. And then I got to turn around and go, yo, man, can I hook you up with some headphones?
Twice?
Oh, every
second time?
On north and south.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
I mean, we are loud. Latinos are loud. I will give you that. But Cap, just tell him to shut up.
I don't have the guts to do it. You hear
Wait,
that?
you just said you were going to beat up Sean Merriman.
Well, what I meant to say was Sean Merriman was going to beat me up.
Oh, that's
what I
you
meant to say.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant to say. It came out a little wrong.
Stand up for yourself.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have enough guts. I don't have enough courage.
Interesting.
To turn around to the guy and go, excuse me, sir. Would you like to borrow a set of my headphones because your phone is really loud and the rest of us don't need to hear it? But I don't have the guts to do it.
You know what you need? You need a training camp with Morales because I think Morales would easily be like, yo, shut up.
All right, Chris, what do? You're on the train.
Right.
You got your headphones on.
Right.
You have a gentleman sitting behind you. He has he's having an extremely loud phone call on speakerphone. And then when the phone call ends, he turns on his phone to a video of some kind, and it's blasting as loud as can be, so loud that you have your earphones in and you can still hear his and you can't even hear yours. What do you do?
Well, do you have AirPods? Because they're noise canceling.
I have AirPods, but I could still hear his right behind me as loud as can be.
That's loud.
So why not just move?
That's another good point.
Okay, great question. Because the train was extremely crowded, because there were no tickets available in business class, and there I was with the Gen Pop, and I was there in the regular coach.
So you were on Amtrak. You were on Amtrak.
Correct.
Okay. So just say why. So you didn't want to say anything to him?
Because I'm too much of a, I'm
a gutless bum.
Scared.
Right.
So then just don't worry about it. Who cares?
Well, that's
I
what
think Cap cares. Yeah.
Well, it's just rude, though. Like, people are just rude. You know?
Yeah, but you're rude. You drive me, around places, and you're on your phone while you're driving.
And you
watching TV,
texting.
I'm surprised.
No, I'm texting.
Oh,
when I'm driving, Chris.
Because Chris has talked about this. He has anxiety, and he doesn't let anybody just drive him around. He needs to really trust you.
I need to screen my driver.
He does. He really does. But you allow Cap?
Well, it's sort of out of convenience.
Oh.
Because we're both kind of going to the same place. And also, if I don't do it, Cap gets really sad, and he'll be like, hey, man, I really miss us. Like, we used to work out together at East Central, and I miss us.
I do. I tell him all the time. I'm like, I miss our early morning walks, like where I would be up at the top of the stairs and be like waiting for him. Like, come on, let's go. Come on, hurry up.
Why'd you stop walking?
Well, Chris, do you want to admit why we stopped walking?
Our schedules got different a little bit, so.
There's more to the story.
There's more?
He's trying to say because I have a significant other in my life that this has affected
true.
him. But it hasn't.
Right.
It hasn't at all.
It is true. Now that Chris has a significant other in his life.
You got replaced.
I got 100%.
You got replaced.
Kappy can still. She is completely fine if Cap wants to mount me a couple times a week.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, she, I think, actually kind of wants me to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a name for that, Yeah.
She wants to watch Cap.
I guess so. So, anyway, where were we?
I don't know, actually.
All right.
Well, you're live at Rams training camp.
You know that.
Let's reset Cap, yes.
It's Tuesday.
We are live at Rams training camp. That's right.
MLB trade deadline is now over. Dodgers did make a move right at the end.
Right.
I was teeing it up for you, but I can go into more
you were. I wanted to make sure. Okay, I wanted to make sure, Yes, listen, let me tell you something about this Dodger move. It was something that they had no choice but to do. They had to go out and get a starting pitcher. We don't know if Clayton Kershaw is coming back to what he has been in his career. He's been hurt. He's a bit older. We don't know if Clayton Kershaw is going to come back and be who he was. We do know this. Walker Buehler ain't coming back anytime soon because what we saw out of Walker Buehler earlier this year, not very good. Tyler Glasnow, I don't think there's anything to really worry about because they gave him a couple of days off before the All-Star break. But beyond that, because Yamamoto's hurt and we're not sure when he's gonna come back. So you're talking about having one guy in Glasnow who's having an amazing season, and everybody else after that is a question mark. And then you got Chris's best friend, Dave Roberts. Who,
nice guy, Dave. Nice guy, Dave.
In 2 games this past weekend against Houston, He comes out, takes out the starting pitcher, probably a bit prematurely, and then as soon as he brings in the relief pitcher, boom, runs start getting scored, hits start happening.
Because that never happens with Dave Roberts as the manager.
DeMarco, there's a lot of Dave Roberts hate that comes from Christopher.
From Chris?
Yeah.
Didn't he smash a bobblehead?
I did.
Didn't he, assault?
And I'm actually very hopeful.
A statue?
Because I have a Dave Roberts bobblehead in the queue. I'm very hopeful that I don't have to smash one this year. Because to me, the threshold is making the World Series. For Steve Mason, he says if they don't win the World Series, Dave Roberts should be fired.
That's what I keep hearing. It's not good enough just to make the World Series. You have to come back a champion for him.
If the Dodgers don't win the World Series, based on what they got in the offseason and those assets, Glasnow, Ohtani, and Yamamoto, the money that they spent on those guys, then now at the trade deadline, going out and getting what is considered to be one of the best available starting pitchers, a guy who just a couple of years ago in 2019 finished fourth in the Cy Young Award, although last year he wasn't great. He was with the Cardinals and the Orioles last year and had an ERA of nearly 5. These are statistics I'm breaking down for you people right now. But Jack Flaherty this year has come back, and he's got an ERA of under 3. He's pitched over 100 innings so far, almost 107 innings. He's got 133 strikeouts. And so the guy has had a really good year. And so now that they've even gone into the trade market and they've gotten another starting pitcher, people expect a World Series. I will tell you this. If Dave Roberts and the Dodgers don't win the World Series, even if they don't make the World Series, they should not fire Dave Roberts.
Really?
Especially this year. Mookie Betts is hurt. Max Muncy's been hurt.
What about all the other years, Kappy?
Well, here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want a year where you get to see Ohtani pitch. When Ohtani pitches and he hits and they don't win the World Series, then I think you got free reign to fire the man. But until you get to see the full complement of Ohtani and until Yamamoto is healthy and can go a whole season, to me, I think injuries could really derail this team.
I think you might be in the minority.
I am very much in the minority.
Definitely in the minority there. I mean, look, he's got a ton of help. And I don't want to say I agree with Chris, but dang, if you at least don't make the World Series with everything they've given you so far, plus this now, yeah, I mean, even if you can't find anybody better, just for optics, you might have to. You know what I mean? If you flame out. What if you're a first-round exit this year? Easy decision then, right, for Dave Roberts?
I mean, that's what people are going to say. Listen, if they don't win the World Series, that's what people are going to say.
I know. It's unfair, but it's the way it is.
So, Chris, you've got your new bobblehead all teed up and ready to go.
It's in the other room, yeah. It's ready to go.
Okay. 2 straight games starting tonight, 6:40 tonight. Padres hosting the Dodgers. Padres went into the trade market. They needed arms. They got arms. They went more for relief pitching. Dodgers needed starting pitching. They got it. 2 teams that are battling, and most people don't think there really is a battle for the division, and I'm sure that the Dodgers don't really consider the Padres much of a threat, but as long as there are all these injuries to the Dodgers, I don't think that the division is some automatic just guarantee.
No. 6-game lead, right?
That's what it's at right now, 6 or 6.5, yeah.
Could be down to 3 after
2 games.
This next series, yeah. Wow.
All right, well, there you go. There's hardcore Dodger talk.
Oh, that was great. That was real Dodgers talk.
Hardcore.
Don't forget, tomorrow morning, corporate Greg Bergman, Marcus Grant, Parker Bell, they've got the Blue Review starting at 9:30 in the morning at ESPN Los Angeles on our YouTube channel. Your first chance to react thanks to our friends at LAX.
All right, I want to talk to everybody for a second here. I'm looking for all the young guys out there, okay? I'm looking for all these young guys. Now, there's a bunch. Okay, you guys right here, because we're out here at Rams training camp. How old are you, bro? 23? How about you? 23? 23. We got a bunch of 23-year-old guys here. You guys all got jobs? You're coming up? You guys working right now? You guys making any money? A little bit? You guys need to make a little extra money? Yeah, you like to make a little extra money? Let me tell you what I want you guys to do. I want you to go to the California Cryobank, and I want you guys to apply to become sperm donors. Okay, you four guys would be great sperm donors. Okay, now here's the deal. You can make up to $1,500 a month. That's real money, right? All of a sudden, these guys are now interested. All of a sudden, now they're interested. $1,500 a month, but it's no guarantee. Okay, it is no guarantee at all. You have to apply at spermbank.com/ESPN. You're laughing. I'm telling you the truth. See, one guy One of the four, he's already in. And by the way, he's the tallest of the four, so I think he's going to pass the application process. Right? Good looking too, by the way. He's also the fattest. He's the fattest of the four. All right. Listen, California Cryobank is looking for young men between the ages of 19 and 38 who want to become sperm donors, who want to make $1,500 a month, and want to help people start their families and live out their dreams. Go to spermbank.com/ESPN and apply today for the California Cryobank.
Last Friday night, the League's Cup got going with a cross-border battle at BMO Stadium, where the black and gold put on a clinic versus Tijuana.
LAFC with a comprehensive 3-0 victory to start League's Cup 2024 for the black and gold.
Tonight, LAFC welcomed the Whitecaps to downtown LA in a crucial League's Cup group stage showdown.
Goal LAFC! 3-0!
Pre-game of LAFC versus Vancouver starts tonight at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
The winger advances down the flank, leaving the defenders behind. The forward rises in the air, surpassing the marking. The ball seeks Jimenez. Jimenez connects and goal! What a way to smoke the net! The stadium roars with fire. They marinated the play with the perfect ingredients. They control the ball just like the masters of carne asada, with total control of the grill temperature and waiting for the perfect moment to throw all the meat on the grill. This team's got flavor.
When you're a master of carne asada, it stands out. We, the carniceros of Northgate Gonzalez Market, are the true masters of carne asada because we have years of experience perfecting the art of cutting, tenderizing, and marinating our meat. From juicy arrachera to tasty cecina and delicious chorizo, we have everything you need so you can enjoy a shopping experience of the highest quality. Come to Northgate Gonzalez Market and let the masters of carne asada take care of you. Northgate Gonzalez Market. Every visit has a story.
Why'd the kid jump off the boat?
I don't know. Why?
Peer pressure.
Oh. Good one, Ned.
Ned isn't funny, but Ned owns a boat, and you don't. So every time Ned tells another one of his unfunny boat puns, you're going to laugh loud and keep on laughing until you get a boat of your own.
A pier where you put a boat.
Yeah, I get it.
And when you do get a boat of your own, make sure you save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Ah, the sweet feelings of summer. The kiss of warm sun on your skin. The softly scented breeze blowing through the trees. Don't worry, you have Off Clean Feel, fragrance-free mosquito repellent that feels good on skin, so even mosquitoes can't ruin those sweet feelings of summer. Off Clean Feel. Prevention is the best protection from mosquitoes.
You've got to watch your NFL team every Sunday, and Verizon's got you covered for all your team's out-of-market games every Sunday afternoon. Come on! From kickoff to sign-off, from first downs and touchdowns to turnovers and overturned plays.
After review, the pass was incomplete.
Nice! Let's go! This season, win every Sunday with Verizon. Get a great deal on NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV and a new phone. Excludes digital-only games. Terms and embargoes apply.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like choosing Derek Jeter as the pinch hitter for your baseball team.
Jeter, you're in. We need a home run.
I'll give it a try. I've swung a bat once or twice.
That's out of here. Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
5:18 at the Southland. Live imaging Tuesday with Sedano and Kappy. Live from Rams training camp, Kappy and DeMarco Farr. In 1996, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing this song. On this day, the number one hit, Los Del Rio, Macarena. Kappy, did you know how to do the Macarena in 1996?
I'm just kind of thinking about it. So DeMarco is doing it right now. So it's the hands out, the hands up, the cross,
right?
Then what happens?
Then hip,
right, and then boogie down,
and you spin it.
Spin it.
There you go. That's it.
Chris, can you do the Macarena?
Funchy Lover was just asking me when I walked in the studio. I said back in 1996 I could do it for a short window. I could not do it now.
My wife knows how to do this dance. Like, she memorized it, and she did it at a party 2 weeks ago.
And did you congratulate her?
And I was embarrassed by it.
Why would you be embarrassed?
It was an embarrassing song and dance. That's why I like just doing a chicken dance or something.
Hit the high pitch.
Well, wait, what are the other like line dances that everybody knows? Like, what's the one?
Cupid Shuffle.
What?
Hey, that's the worst one right there.
Yeah,
Which one?
The Cupid Shuffle.
Is that the one?
To the left,
yeah,
to the
I hate
right,
that
to
one.
the right.
To the right.
Yeah, that one.
El Paseo Dorado.
That's like your jam,
Is that
though,
what it's
right?
called?
Yeah, I like that.
You like the line
And then what's the one where they go back and
Electric
they go,
slide.
Oh, the
Boogie,
electric
woogie, woogie.
slides are going.
Woogie, woogie, woogie. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
You know the
Yeah.
Spanish one?
Which is that one?
I think it's called El Paseo Dorado.
Mesalado?
Yeah, that one's like you hear it at
Say that
every
again, Cap.
You
quinceañera.
notice the way I mumble through that till the end?
Again,
Well,
right.
you know, 'cause
Dorado?
you go to, your wife is Mexican. You know, like when they put that song that goes like really, really fast. It's at every like Latin party.
What's the chicken one?
Not
chicken
that
dance, right?
one though.
Oh, not that one? Oh.
I know we have it in the system this fast.
Well, you guys figure that out. Guess what? You could win tickets to the best fight card to come to SoCal in years. Guess who's got you covered? My boy Barry from Barry'sTickets.com. Caller number 7 right now. You've got a pair of tickets Saturday, August 3rd at beautiful BMO Stadium to see Terrence Crawford versus Israel Madrimov. Plus, Eminem's performing live. Saturday, August 3rd, BMO Stadium, the best fight card to come to SoCal in years. Caller number 7 right now at 877-710-ESPN. You win a pair of tickets for Saturday, August 3rd. Just talk to Fudgy Lover. And right now, you can get your limited tickets still available courtesy of my boy Barry at Barry'sTickets.com.
Barry's got the tickets to get you to BMO so you could see Eminem.
Yes, sir.
All right, so where were we?
We've got LAFC tonight at 7. Is the imaging done? The imaging isn't done.
We got LAFC tonight at 7?
Hour 40 minutes, so you better give me that open, sucker.
Who LAFC playing tonight?
I don't know. Where's the promo?
Vancouver.
LAFC against Vancouver.
Against the Canucks. Oh, no, that's not this sport.
But it's the same name for the soccer club. The who?
No, Funchie's taking phone calls.
Whitecaps.
The Whitecap. It's the Whitecap Canucks.
No. Mario's going to be mad at you.
No, he's not.
Yeah, well, he likes the bits. He loves the bits.
Likes them. He likes the bits.
So
today, as we're here at Rams training camp, every quarterback, DeMarco, that we've talked about who was looking for a new deal seemed to have gotten the deal that they wanted. Jordan Love, they told us the story right away, $55 million. I don't know if it's Love, I don't know if it's agent, I don't know if it's the Packers that wants to brag. Yeah. We got the highest paid quarterback in the entire NFL.
4 years, 220.
And now Jordan Love becomes a $55 million a year quarterback.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is a $55 million a year quarterback.
275 million. 55.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's all these guys, and I feel like there's one other name up at the top of that list.
Joe Burrow got paid.
Joe Burrow.
Jared Goff got paid. Tua Tagovailoa got paid.
Right. So Jared Goff's $53 million. Tua's $53 million.
Yep.
But Stafford came into training camp saying, "I want my money," and it's mostly, I think, because
I want a raise. They're already paying him a lot of money.
But I want to be paid amongst the elite. You guys don't really have a backup game plan here. Jimmy G's a suspension for the first few games.
Yeah. He had all the leverage in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
So he wanted his money. He wanted guaranteed money. And when the Rams signed him, and the Rams do business differently than a lot of other teams. Teams love to spread their word right away.
Yeah.
$55 million, $53 million, immediately you know the numbers. It has taken well over a week for the Matthew Stafford details to come out.
Yeah, just came out today, or at least I got them today. $12.5 million signing bonus, $23.5 million guaranteed in 2024 salary, $4 million guaranteed March roster bonus. Effectively, it's a 1-year, $40 million deal. And he gave up his other 2025 guarantees. Translations play this year, all sides reassess. So 1 year, we'll kick the can down the road, and we'll talk to you in the offseason.
It is actually an incredible deal for Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Because he was going to get paid this year about $31 million in base salary. And then his contract for next year, as I recall, was also in the neighborhood of $30+ million, not guaranteed.
Right.
Okay? So now you were going to get paid $30 million to play all season, and now you're getting an absolute guarantee of $40 million and your freedom after this year.
No doubt. Look, if you would have paid him $31, that's less than what they're paying Baker Mayfield. That ain't right. And I like Baker Mayfield, but that ain't right. Wouldn't that make you mad if you were Matthew Stafford, or make you say, hey, look, you got to come up a little bit?
Yeah, listen, I'm actually kind of surprised that when you look at the deal, 1 year, $40 million, that Stafford didn't say, look, I want 50-ish million, because I'm looking at Jared Goff and I'm looking at Tua and I'm looking at Jordan Love.
And he's not here and you got problems.
Okay.
Yeah, if he says I want 50 or he's outrageous, say, make me the highest paid guy, I want $55 million. They have to say no. And then he doesn't show up to camp. And now you have a mess. That's the thing. So, I mean, look, I'm glad cooler heads prevailed and you got him here and you got the deal that made both sides happy. And you kick the can down the road, and look, if he wants to keep playing, you'll talk about another contract. It may not be here. It may be here. Who knows, depending on how he plays. But he is betting on himself, and you gave him the tip he deserves.
I would say that as much as we're talking about this from Stafford's perspective of he went from making $31 million in non-guaranteed money. In other words, the Rams, they wouldn't, but they could. They could cut him.
They won't.
No, but
they could.
They could.
Yeah.
They could cut him, and he ain't making any money of the $31 million. Now he's making a guaranteed $40 million. Okay? So for Matthew Stafford, it's a great deal. I'll tell you this right now. It's an even better deal for the Rams.
Because you can get out of it next year.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah,
I know. Matthew Stafford's 36 years old. There are always going to be question marks around his health, no different than there will always be question marks around Anthony Davis's health.
Yeah, I think this is all because of how you finished last year. Remember, this might have been a rebuilding year last year if they didn't go 7-1 and then, get into the playoffs and almost beat Detroit. So there's still that magic. There's still that belief in Matthew Stafford. Give him one more year to see if he can get it done.
And then as far as the following year, it's like, hey, look, you're 36, you're 37, whatever it is. We definitely don't want to get involved in a long-term contract. We definitely don't want to have to pay you. You look at these contracts, $220 million. Of those contracts, I don't remember the exact numbers, but what are the guarantees? So if you're Jordan Love and you got $220 million and you're getting $55 million a year, the number of guaranteed dollars, whatever that number figure is, $50 million, $100 million, whatever the dollar figure is, Rams don't want to give that to Matthew Stafford at 37 years old.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 years, 112? He's making 37 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, if Stafford balls out and he stays healthy and they're running the football, let's say Kyron and Blake Corum are both, pushing for 1,000 yards, and the defense, Verse and Fisk turn out to be what we think they're going to be, and you're actually in the thick of things in the NFC, absolutely I would bring him back.
Right.
Absolutely I would pay Matthew Stafford big money.
But let's just say the Rams finish 10-7 again, and let's say they make it to the playoffs again, and let's say they get knocked out in the divisional round again. Not that that's not a good, successful season.
It's a great run.
It is. But at that point, as an organization, you're like, do we want to invest our money into a 37-year-old quarterback, or do we want to go into the draft? Depending on where they're drafting, what they've got available in the draft, what the quarterback class looks like next year.
It depends on how that game goes and how you finish and who knocked you out. If you lose to the eventual NFC champion or Super Bowl champion and it was a close game and you had a great year, why would you change course then? If Matthew Stafford makes the Pro Bowl, he's an all-pro quarterback, and he's balling, and you get knocked out in the second round. Just because you got knocked out, I would not just get rid of him. This is not a Dave Roberts situation. If he's balling, he still has something left in the tank, I would pay him the money he wants to keep them. Because where are you going to find that again? You're going to draft and start over? What about the rest of the guys in this roster?
Well, I would say this. If everything plays out the way you just said it, the Rams make it to the postseason, they get knocked out in the second round, they lose to Green Bay or San Francisco.
That's a different deal.
Detroit. Teams that have younger quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Okay? Then you might be thinking to yourself, what are we eventually going to do? What's our strategy here for succession? Right? And I would love to see the Rams say, okay, Matthew Stafford, guess what? We made it to the second round of the playoffs. We'll give you another 2-year contract.
There you go.
And here's what we'll do. We'll go draft your eventual replacement.
There you go. I'm not letting him go till I have the replacement in the building. And you don't have that right now. You just do not have that. Yeah.
Well, details just coming out of Stafford's contract. And this is the first time today that anybody has actually put any details out there. And it's been something that we've been saying, great, Stafford's not putting it out there. His wife isn't putting it out there for everybody. She does a lot of talking. The organization hasn't done it. His agent hasn't done it. And today, at least some reporting around what Matthew Stafford's contract is. All right, everybody stay right where you are. We are at Rams training camp, and Radio Tinder is next here on Sedano and Kap.
Major announcement number 2. Well, with 10 days to spare on his current contract, after months of tireless negotiating, Kappy finally did the right thing and signed the deal. Congratulations to Kappy on a new multi-year contract that will keep him on the LA Afternoon Drive takeover for years to come.
Mason and John Ireland, tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
5:32 on a live imaging Tuesday. Sedano and Kappy. You know what time it is. Radio Tinder time. We like to play a TV theme. Happy 61st birthday to Lisa Kudrow. Of course, the TV show Friends. Which character did she play on Friends? It's been so long since I saw Friends.
Phoebe.
Oh, yeah, Phoebe. There you go.
How old did you say she is?
61.
Wow.
Makes us all feel old.
Smelly cat.
Yeah, Smelly Cat. That's right.
Smelly cat.
You can follow producer Laura at Unique. Spell that Unique.
UNEEQ_.
Beautiful. Sitting in for producer Lindsay. Don't forget about our sponsor, Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala, founded in the city of Downey, just like me. Take it away, producer Laura.
Just like me.
Thanks, Chris. That was creepy. All right, we've been talking about the Olympics a lot these past few days, but we haven't mentioned that Flavor Flav sponsored the U.S. women's water polo team. Flavor Flav said, "This is one of the biggest things that I feel I could have ever done in life outside other than accomplishments that I've done in music." I want to know, Cap, if you were able to sponsor a sport at the Olympics, would you swipe right or swipe left?
You want to know that? Would I?
Yeah, would you?
The answer is yes, I'll swipe right. I would. Now the question becomes,
Kappy's not turning that down.
What sport do I sponsor?
Correct.
Okay, that's a sport. Okay, and I've already got it. You ready for this?
What is it?
Synchronized swimming.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to find two. In fact, forget about two. I'll do the whole team.
Oh.
I will do the entire team by myself.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm going to Flava Flav this thing. Yeah, girl. I'm going to say, yes, synchronized swimmers.
Yeah, boy.
I'm going to sponsor the synchronized swimmers for the 2028 LA Olympics.
Nice.
Are you taking recruits?
From Team Israel.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
What you know about that, DeMarco?
Synchronized swimming and you. I think that kind of fits.
Yeah, right?
I'm trying to think, how do you fit Kappy into synchronized swimming?
Haven't figured that part out yet, but I'll get there.
Synchronized Kappy.
Yeah,
you know?
something. I'll figure it out.
If one guy can do it, it's Cap. What about you, DeMarco? Right or swipe left?
Definitely swipe right. I'm not sure of the sport, though. I kind of like that air pistol.
Air pistol?
Did you see the Koreans, the guys that got the gold medal? Oh, my God.
Crazy.
Watch that guy.
What is the air pistol? What do they do?
It's like you're shooting with an air pistol.
Right, but are you like shooting like paintballs or something?
No, you're shooting targets, and they're good at it. And I think they have, 5 gold medals or 4 gold medals in shooting?
Air pistol.
Air pistol. I think I would sponsor that. That sounds like fun.
You're going to sponsor the air pistol
Did
team.
you grow up shooting air pistols?
No air pistols.
No?
BB guns.
BB guns? That's an air pistol.
Oh, it is?
Yes, that's a BB gun.
Oh, really?
Air pistol. It was air, right? Did you have CO2? Or
oh, yeah,
pump?
you had to pump it.
That's the pump.
Got it.
Yeah, that's an air pistol.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, Kappy, you played with BB guns, right?
A little bit.
And you?
Did I do what now?
Played with BB guns.
Of course.
Okay. Did you guys accidentally ever shoot someone in the butt?
No. Right in the back, though. Yeah. Definitely. I think I still have the BB from where my brother shot me.
I
right
accidentally shot my brother in the tuchus.
Yes.
In the tuchus?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Really?
I pulled it and I freaked out, and then he was bending over and I didn't know. So I accidentally, anyways. My brother has never forgiven me.
Yeah.
Just thought. Anyways. All right, moving on. A ferry between San Diego to Ensenada might be coming soon. Officials in Baja California and the U.S. are close to approving a ferry that could carry hundreds of passengers from San Diego to Ensenada. The voyage will take 2 hours each way. The cost of the ferry rides are currently unclear, but it said it could cost $70 one way and $130 round trip. If this becomes a reality, are you in on taking a ferry from San Diego to Ensenada instead of driving? DeMarco, I'm going to start with you. Would you swipe right or swipe left?
Well, I was going to, from San Diego to Ensenada.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't help me at all, but, I mean, I do like taking the ferries.
You do?
Yeah, I used to take them all the time in Seattle. They're fun. You pull up, you park, and the boat does all the work. Yeah, why not?
So that's the deal? You bring your car on this boat?
That's a ferry, isn't it?
Ferry.
Yeah.
It says that it'll cost you each way.
You've never been on a ferry?
I feel like I have been, but I don't think I took a car on a ferry.
Oh.
Yeah,
You just walk like it's a
boat.
bus for you.
Yeah,
Like
right.
a
It's a
boat
bus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a boat bus.
Yeah. I don't really think I would do that.
You wouldn't pay the money?
No, it's not about paying the money, which I wouldn't do. I'd try and find a hookup and see if I get it for free.
That's true, you would.
But I don't want to take my car down to Mexico. I made a terrible mistake a couple of years ago. I was flying out of Tijuana.
Oh.
And I drove down, and when I got there, the parking lot was closed. The airport parking lot was closed. So I couldn't find any parking.
They're still renovating. They've been renovating for years.
I couldn't find parking anywhere.
Yeah.
And so ultimately, we're like, okay, we got to drive back across the border, because we were taking that cross-border thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't need to take your car if you do the cross-border.
I don't know why. Rachel got adventurous. She's like, let's do it. I've got the Century Pass. We've got global entry. Let's do it. We went down there. Let me tell you something right now. People in Tijuana drive differently than people in Los Estados Unidos.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? You think people can't drive in L.A.? You think people can't drive in Southern California?
How do they drive in Mexico?
It is an all-out war.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay?
Lawless?
It is, and every man and woman, whether they're in a car or a motorcycle, is out for themselves.
Are we not obeying traffic laws?
No,
or what?
there are no laws.
There are no traffic laws?
Well, it's not necessarily. I'm sure there's laws. Okay, let's not say that because I don't want someone to go in there and be like, I heard there's no laws. No. But the way that they have their signs are so weird. The roundabouts are super different, and the way people just merge, and you're like, dude, I'm driving right here. What do you? There's a little stop sign.
Yeah, dude. I almost killed this guy on a motorcycle. I'm like, I got to get out of here.
Wow.
I got to drive back across the border.
No. Wow.
I
did
missed
the
my
Autobahn once. That's fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now that's fun to drive.
There's no limit. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think people are saying that this will cut down, when you come back crossing the border, there's like the lines are
Oh, it's
ridiculous.
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So I think you're avoiding that.
All right.
Versus anything else.
All right, good
Anyways,
idea.
So I'm not sure if you guys are into Abbott Elementary. I'm not a huge fan, but I am interested in this.
Wait, what? Into what?
Abbott Elementary.
What's that?
It's a show.
Oh, no.
I guess that
answers my
That answers
question.
that question.
Well, I'm not a huge fan, but I am interested in what was said at Comic-Con over the weekend. So one of the stars of the show says that they're doing a crossover episode, but they're not going to tell us with who, with what, or where. So they're doing it with a mystery show, which I don't know how that's going to work because it's not like NCIS where they have different, like NCIS New Orleans, NCIS LA, and they would do crossovers, right? So are you guys in on shows doing crossovers with other shows that have nothing to do with each other?
Swipe right. I'm kind of into that. I like that.
That's weird.
When you kind of connect different universes or...
But it's like two different shows. And we are not even knowing what show they're connecting it
I like crossovers.
Yeah, I don't really have a problem with it. I'm just trying to think of like shows that cross over, especially now. Like, I mean, back when I was a kid, I think of like the Jeffersons.
Everything out of spin-off. Archie Bunker.
And you know, All in the Family.
Yeah.
You know, so like there was that one. You know, but I'm trying to think of like other shows that invade other shows.
Like a bunch of... Well, I can't. Well, I guess I can. Nickelodeon shows.
Well, yeah, but that's
a bunch of Nickelodeon shows.
Okay, but that's what I'm.
Spinoffs. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like the NCIS verse, right? If you guys want to get into it, they have different. Like Law and Order has different ones.
That's the one
right?
I liked. Yeah.
Law and Order has SVU. Law and Order has Criminal and whatever they have. All these different. So that kind of makes sense when you're like mixing in characters in and out of those things for the DC.
There you go.
Whoa. That scared me.
You just scared the hell out of me.
Love that. Love that sound effect.
I love it, but it scared me. But I'm like, with Abbott Elementary, that I know it doesn't have a spin-off. I mean, I could be wrong because I'm not super into the show. But the fact that they're leaving it just kind of out there and it's like a surprise, I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
Hey, Abbott Elementary is a really good show. It's a really, it's about just a bunch of teachers that teach at an elementary school.
I believe the school takes place in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, yes.
Okay, so since you know the show, I'm interested. Do you have a guess or some type of like what they're crossing over with?
I don't know. I'm gonna guess it's gonna have to be like a Disney or ABC show since it's on ABC. So I'm gonna guess it's like something from that channel or whatever. Something from us.
Is it? Oh, okay. Because Grownish is not a thing, right, anymore?
I don't think that's on anymore. No, it's not on anymore.
But Blackers is still a thing, though.
Yes.
Okay, so you think maybe that could
could be that? Could be that? Could be that? I don't know.
That'd be interesting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be Grey's Anatomy for all we know.
That would be nuts.
Yeah, I mean, that's an ABC show, too.
Somebody's telling me in the YouTube chat, different strokes and facts of life.
Definitely. They crossed over.
Mrs. Garrett.
There you go.
Mrs. Garrett, the housekeeper from Different Strokes went to The Facts of Life, right?
Yeah.
The redhead.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
The redheaded lady? Yeah, all right.
Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Joni Loves Chachi.
I'm interested just because I'm not, like, Funch is a fan of the show. I'm not, I mean, it's funny. Like, I've seen
If you guys watch it, you guys wouldn't be into it. I'd say that.
Okay.
Trust
funny.
me.
We'll dig it. Yeah.
Oh, you too, D?
I'm into that show fully.
Okay.
So it's called Abbott Elementary?
Abbott Elementary, yes.
All right, so it's because last night I only watched half of House of the Dragon, Episode 7, Season 2,
really
because then I fell asleep. And I feel like something major is about to go down, and I'm like, I better turn it off because I'm going to fall asleep and miss what's going to happen. I'm only in like episode, I want to say 7. I think there's only 8 of Receiver, and then I really want to watch this New York Giants Hard Knocks, and then when I'm done with all of that, and then football season starts, then I'll try and get to Abbott Elementary.
Then you'll catch up.
You're not getting there.
Doesn't sound like I'm getting there. Doesn't sound like I'm getting there anytime soon.
You're not getting there. Okay,
No.
You guys want one more?
All right, one more time.
All right, so this happened a few weeks ago, and I don't think we touched on it either. The Arena Football League played its championship game inside a New Jersey shopping mall. Did you guys see that?
Did not.
I did see that.
That was interesting as hell. So I want to know, you guys are big... Okay, some people said that.
Wait, now, is it called the Arena Football League still? Is this the name of the league?
It says Arena Football League.
Because that's where Kurt Warner came from.
Yeah. Is it indoor or is it arena?
Yeah, I don't know if
arena
it's
folded.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, go
So
ahead.
what it's called here, the Arena Football League.
Okay.
But so some people thought like DeMarco, that's sad. Like this is where you come. Other people are like, hey, it's kind of cool. I was at the mall and I saw the game. So you guys are big football fans. I want to know, and D, I know you're a big football guy now, right? Because we're trying to bring you into the league. I want to know, would you guys be interested in watching a football game inside a shopping mall?
Oh, heck yeah.
Right or swipe left?
Swipe right. Heck yeah, I'd watch. But if you're out there, you're putting pads on and you take the field and it's the mall, it may be time to stop playing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but on the other hand,
I think the dream is over.
But let me ask you a question. What's worse, when you show up at the arena and there's like 500 people in there? You know, like those games do not – it used to be arena football. I'll tell you right now, in Arizona, they used to pack that place. People loved arena football. Way back when.
It was fun then.
Yeah. I mean, and in here in L.A., there was a team that played in the Staples Center. I got to think of the name.
L.A. Kiss?
No. Okay, the L.A. Kiss played in Anaheim at the Honda Center.
Okay.
And somebody can fact check me on all this. And then what was the name of the L.A. Arena Football League team? The quarterback was a former USC quarterback by the name of Pat O'Hara.
Wow.
Was it the L.A. Dragons?
Avengers.
Avengers?
That's
That's right, the Avengers.
Thanks a hell of a lot, man.
There you go.
Thanks a hell of a lot.
There you go.
You want arena football back, do you?
There you go.
Spring football. Hey, thanks a hell of a lot, man. You're a good guy. I don't care what your friend says about you. You're all right by me.
There you go.
Seriously.
But
nice guy over here.
In a mall cap?
I know, it's kind of
Go down
sad.
by the Wetzel's Pretzels, turn left, and I'll hit you. You know
That's what I was going to say. The food's going to be really good, right? It's going to be mall food.
Bring back a Cinnabon with the ball.
Or Sbarro pizza.
Sbarro pizza. Get me one of them little sausage pizzas. The ones that looks like it has like the rabbit duties on it.
Wow, man.
Happy.
You're playing a game in a mall.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
That's it. Come on.
That's unfortunate.
Mongolian barbecue.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course I want to see it. It's football in a mall.
Wait a second.
Yeah. They woke up. There you go.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Rams fans are into it. That's because you got Stafford in the offense here going up against the defense over here. And by the way, I got to talk to you guys today about DeAndre and his career as a football player.
Yeah, we need to make that happen.
I thought of something else yesterday. I want to talk about that for
go
a
ahead.
second. All right. Before we do, let me talk to everybody about Avner Gatt, because I'm telling you right now, at some point in your life as a homeowner, something's going to happen. DeMarco's been telling us about his hot water heater that blew up. And once that thing blew up, it just flooded everywhere. And then you got to call the insurance company, and then you have to hope that the insurance company is going to take care of it the way they're supposed to take care of it. Now, this is when you call Avner Gatt. As a matter of fact, Avner would tell you, don't call the homeowner's insurance company, talk to them, and then call me. When it happens, call me and let me deal with the insurance company from the get-go. Avner Gatt will take care of this problem for you. And he's got a track record of success and a full team behind him. A team of people that used to work at law firms. People used to work at the insurance companies. People used to work at moving companies, hazardous waste material companies. An entire group of people that work for Avner, and with over 20-plus years of experience and all the 5-star reviews, Google, Yelp, the Better Business Bureau, there is a proven track record of success, and you're going to need that, because if you try and negotiate with the insurance company, they're going to get the better end of the deal. But if Avner negotiates with the insurance company, you get the better end of the deal. Call Avner Gatt. He will answer the phone directly. 818-917-5256. 818-917-5256. His website is his name, AvnerGatt.com. AVNERGAT, AvnerGatt.com. You call Avner, or a member of his family will answer the phone, and now they answer it the same way every time. When you call, they say, hello.
Cross-border battle at BMO Stadium, where the black and gold put on a clinic versus Tijuana.
LAFC with a comprehensive 3-0 victory to start Leagues Cup 2024 for the black and gold.
Tonight, LAFC welcome the Whitecaps to downtown LA in a crucial Leagues Cup group stage showdown.
Goal LAFC 3-0.
Pre-game of LAFC versus Vancouver starts tonight at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hon, I was doing our bills today and noticed something quite alarming. We're paying a ton of interest on our credit cards. We owe $20,000 on one with a rate of 24 and $15,000 on another with a rate of 29. The rate calculation is buried in the fine print.
Bob and Liz at the office told me they had the same issue, so they called the loan exchange. Bob refinanced and paid off $50,000 in credit cards, and Liz got a home equity line and paid off $30,000.
That makes sense. I'll call the loan exchange and get rid of these ridiculous credit card rates.
17 days later.
Hun, we closed with the loan exchange today, and I found out the interest in our refi is tax deductible. I can't believe we didn't do this sooner. Every day we were lighting money on fire by paying those crazy credit card rates.
Call the Loan Exchange at 855-752-9944 or go to theloanexchange.com. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. That's 855-752-9944 or theloanexchange.com.
At Lowe's, save big every day. Right now, get a free pneumatic nailer when you buy a pallet of Metabo HPT nails. And there's more. Save 10% on select shingles when you buy in bulk. Visit us in-store or online for low prices on the materials you need. Because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details.
I spray and scrub, but the soap scum in my bathtub is still there.
I spray and scrub, but the burnt sauce on my stovetop sticks around.
Sprays can leave grime behind, but Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser combines the scrubbing power of an eraser with the cleaning power of Dawn to melt away tough messes on contact.
Just wet, squeeze, and erase.
Stop spraying, start erasing, and clean with more magic than ever with Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Okay, raise your hand if you want to make your life a little bit easier. Great. Now raise your other hand if you like to be comfortable. Perfect. Now that you have both hands raised, imagine putting on your shoes. And that, folks, right there is your answer to an easier, more comfortable life. Go hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins. This is footwear you don't need your hands to put on. They can be raised in the air, and you can just step it and go. Why don't you experience what people can't stop talking about? Life-changing Skechers Slip-ins. Get your Slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Not to brag, but Progressive's Name Your Price tool is mankind's greatest tool ever. Even better than the wheel. Sure, without the wheel, we wouldn't have modern transportation or funny videos of dogs riding skateboards. But without the Name Your Price tool, we wouldn't have easy access to auto insurance options based on our budget. And, well, cars do need wheels. They also need insurance, and insurance never goes flat. Learn more about the greatest tool ever, the Name Your Price tool at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
9 minutes in front of 6 o'clock. A live imaging Tuesday. Shit out of with Kappy. On this day in 1997, the number one alternative hit, Sugar Ray Fly. Remember this song? We head back to LMU Rams training camp. Kappy and DeMarco. Now, Kappy, when Sugar Ray had the blonde tips and it was big, I had the blonde tips in high school.
Would you get them again?
I mean, if I needed you. DeMarco, did you ever have blonde tips?
I had a blonde mohawk in high school.
Really?
I did.
Wow.
You didn't hear about this?
Yeah, blonde mohawk, dog collar, Letterman jacket, no shirt, Bermuda shorts, and flip-flops every day.
I actually like that look.
Yeah, it was cool.
It kind of reminds me of like Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Like Jefferson, like they just flew him in for games.
Yeah,
like you were like you were such a stud high school football player.
Oh man,
on a state championship high school football team.
There was a singer named John Bouvier. Mm-hmm. He had the hey, it's Mina Kimes. What's happening?
Okay, wait
what's
a
going
second.
on?
Interrupt the story. Mina, come over here. Come right over here. Come over here. Mina
I was telling my blonde mohawk stories.
All right.
Come on.
ESPN's Mina Kimes, come over. Sit
what
in.
What is
hang out with us.
happening?
How are you, man? All right, hold on. I'm gonna
we are
turn on your
honored.
mic.
There you go. Get in there.
All right, Mina Kimes.
There we go.
There you go.
I don't know if I've ever seen you wearing glasses before.
I have to now.
You look so smart.
See?
He does look smart, doesn't
he? No, or my eyes get bigger. When's the last time we saw each other? Was it Hawaii?
No.
Rams, Hawaii? No. Was it after that?
It's been more recent than that.
Was it really? Okay. I don't remember.
I'll tell you right now, Sedano's going to be so pissed. Sedano's on vacation. Sedano's on vacation, and if Sedano were here, he would have like run up to you like, Mina, it's me, George. Like he would have just run up and been all over you, you know?
You want a chair?
I'm not going to say I'm glad he's not here.
Yeah, give her the chair. Look at you. Be a gentleman, girl.
You
Be a gentleman.
Sit down, girl.
There you go.
All right.
We were talking about Stafford and his new deal. How do you feel about Matthew being paid and coming up? Or how do you feel about these new quarterback deals? Oh, my goodness. Jordan Love is the highest paid quarterback in the league.
It's all relative, right?
Yeah.
I think 9 is a bargain, relatively, especially based on how he played last year.
Balled out, right?
Balled out. It was there was like a certain point in the season, I don't even know, maybe it was like week 8 or halfway through where
Green Bay? Yeah.
It became apparent who was watching Stafford because there was kind of whispers amongst us. Like, have you guys noticed that Matthew Stafford looks better than ever? And there was so much uncertainty coming into the season, but it was really fun to watch not only his play and just his unbelievable talent and everything he's capable of last year, but just what this Rams offense became.
Tell her your theory on when to cut bait on Stafford. This is interesting. Yeah.
Oh, well, I just think that, first of all, I think that the deal for Stafford is a great deal for Stafford because he gets his money up front. I think it's a great deal for the Rams because at the end of the year, it's like, what do we want to do here? Do we want to do we want to go forward with a 37-year-old quarterback? And if they do, then you can go in a short-term deal. And I would love to see the Rams draft somebody and mentor somebody the way Jordan Love has been mentored. And here 1 year, and he's already the highest-paid quarterback in the league.
Yeah, all you got to do, Rams, is at the very end of the draft, find a quarterback who's capable of playing at a top 5 level in the NFL. Easy peasy pie.
Right, Mr. Irrelevant. Find Mr. Irrelevant. Because there is a Mr. Irrelevant on the Rams. I'm trying to remember who it was. It was the day. Who's the defensive lineman the day that we almost got killed by the umbrella in Hermosa?
Oh, was
that defensive lineman was Mr.
Was he
Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant?
Yes, he was. The year before Brock Purdy.
I should correct myself. At the end of the first round, right, is what I meant where they got Jordan Love, and I think that's where the Rams should expect to be picking. Unfortunately, it's very, very hard to find great quarterbacks of that caliber.
I thought you were talking the end of the draft. I thought you were talking Purdy. I thought you were talking Mr.
I was being
Irrelevant.
serious.
End of first round.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's never bad. It's never a bad idea to draft quarterbacks.
So Mina Kimes is here. We're live at Rams training camp. DeMarco's in for Sedano. It's Sedano and Kap on 710. And, you said you were trying to figure out the last time you saw Mina.
Yeah. It was that Hawaii trip. But
it was more recent.
More recent, but that was a fun trip.
That was so fun.
That was really cool.
What were you guys doing?
Preseason game, Rams, Cowboys in Hawaii. Really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Are you still part of the Rams preseason broadcast?
Yes, that's why I'm out here. Check things out ahead of the 3 games. We had a call this morning with something happened.
Yeah.
Big tackle right here on the sideline, right in front of us.
Braden Fisk guy, you're going to love him.
I've been hearing a lot about him.
Oh, my God.
I don't know how much of him we'll see in the preseason, though, but I'm excited to watch him.
He is a disruptor, kind of like somebody else that used to be here.
Yeah.
Just mess up practice.
You can't make that call.
I'm not saying
You can't make that. That's like saying Voldemort. You can't compare, like when we talk about prospects, you always reach for loftier comps than you should. But that one player whose name I'm not going to say, no one is allowed to compare anyone to him.
But what if he has a hell of a rookie season? What if he's touching that guy, touching his numbers? You still don't say it.
The Rams.
Yeah, we see it. Roland just came by. Roland Williams just came by. He's like, I see what you're talking about.
Was it Braden?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was Fisk.
Making a mess.
Right.
That's what he does.
Big time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, the recent track record of drafting defensive linemen is pretty damn good with this team.
Not bad, right?
Yeah. So it's funny you guys are trying to figure out when the last time you saw each other was. I only met you one time, and that was the night that we were at that Lakers game when we all showed up like idiots in rompers, and that was the night that Clinton Yates went from our suite into the next suite over to meet you, but then Clinton said he got hit on by, what was the singer?
I was there with Daryl Morey and Kesha.
Right.
Which is the weirdest sentence I've ever said.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Clinton came back, and he's like, you guys aren't going to believe this, but this girl comes up to me, and she's like, hey, man, I dig your fit. And he goes, and then I finally realized it was Kesha. And then several months later, when Clinton broke up with whoever he was dating at the time, I'm like, you see, man, you screwed up. You screwed up. You could have been dating Kesha.
You had your chance.
He did. He had his chance, but it didn't happen for him.
Yeah. That was like 2021.
I mean, it was a long time ago, So do you live in L.A.?
I do. I live here, yeah.
You do? And you do your TV show?
I do. I live on the east side, though, so this is very far from here. We're at beautiful Loyola Marymount.
Right.
Gorgeous, right?
But it is quite a schlep from where I live. I live much closer to ESPN now.
Schlep, good word. I use it all the time because I schlep all the time.
Oh, my gosh.
From South L.A. all the way to downtown L.A.
Never
So do you do your show from the ESPN Center in downtown?
I do. Well, it's all different places. Sometimes from ESPN LA, we do Around the Horn there, for example. And then NFL Live, I do a mixture of home and then on the road.
Okay, gotcha. Mina Kimes is joining me and DeMarco, and we are here at Rams training camp at Loyola Marymount. What are you pointing at, DeMarco?
I was going to say, where do you have the Rams in the West? San Francisco at the top, Rams somewhere in
Second
between?
is, San Francisco remains the king unless someone takes them down. But I'll tell you what, who I don't have. Well, I guess I actually do have them behind San Francisco, but I actually think they're going to be top 3, 4 for this Rams offense. My God.
They can score, right? They're going to be able to score on just about anybody, theoretically.
Wow, 86 is tall.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if not. That must be one of the rookie tight ends. Yeah, I mean, this offense, when Stafford and Kyren were on the field, they actually statistically were as good as the Niners offense, tied for best in the NFL.
Really?
And, with a healthy Cooper Kupp and the investment they made in the interior of that offensive line, it's really hard for me to imagine them not being one of the best in the league.
What did you think about Puka going from year 1 to 2? I mean, how do you top what you did last season?
So I had a chance to interview Puka for my podcast, actually, but it's going to come out in September. Mina Kimes Show featuring Lenny.
Say that again? What was
Mina
that?
Kimes Show featuring Lenny.
There you go.
And Puka. And it was so cool to hear him talk about just all of the things he puts into his game, especially when it comes to blocking, but the physicality with which he plays and how well suited he is to this Rams offense, where not only is he has to block, but he has to do so much dirty work over the middle of the field, all of the motion and everything. And when you watch him, he's such a perfect fit for the offense, but it still feels like there's another level to be unlocked as a route runner, different concepts that they can use him on. And then with Kupp on the field, drawing more attention from defenses.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to say someone who broke records could be even more productive, but I could see that.
You're listening to KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. It is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN, and we are live at Loyola Marymount. We are watching Rams training camp, and Matthew Stafford has the first-team offense on the field. Got DeMarco Farr, got Mina Kimes from ESPN, and we're all kind of just sitting here like all these thousands of people on a Tuesday afternoon who've come out to watch Rams training camp. I'm with you, by the way. I think the addition to the offensive line and some movement in the offensive line, I think that if you get a healthy Cooper Kupp, the addition at running back, so some change of pace. I mean, this should be DeMarco and Mina, and now Kirk Morrison jumping in.
Yeah.
This should be,
What up?
an incredibly productive offense, assuming they can stay healthy.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thanks for having me.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
absolutely.
jump right
Okay,
in, bro.
I didn't want to just jump right in. Like,
just
just
jump in.
jump right in. Just cannonball.
Yeah.
Not even testing the water.
you're
Just
good.
jump right in. I love this offensive line.
Yeah.
I think they're nasty. They're people movers. Kevin Dotson, when he walks out with these Cartier lenses on, that's a bad dude.
That is a bad dude.
That is
Big dude.
like a big dude,
Yeah.
but he's the dude I need to walk off the bus first. Like, seriously. Like,
Yeah.
if the Rams get to SoFi and they have that camera, the camera that they show arrivals.
Yeah.
He's got to get off the bus first.
No shirt.
Because this is not a finesse team. He's trying to tell you we're not finesse anymore. We're nasty up front.
That makes me so excited for week 1 because I feel like the Detroit Lions have kind of claimed that mantle of being we're the physical downhill run team, but the Rams are challenging them for it.
Yeah.
And but the Lions' run defense is no joke, so that'll be a challenge for them. But I feel like what the Rams have done, the way that they've changed their identity on offense, is going to be such an interesting comparison to that Lions team because there are a lot of similarities. Now, different scheme-wise, it's different, but in terms of the tone and the nature of it.
Have you talked to Sean McVay about changing philosophies and how
Not
that
yet.
happened?
No.
Yeah, like right before your eyes. I mean, you go from outside zone to we're pushing people off the football.
Yeah.
I wonder what changed his mind.
I think it's because you're running back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You realize I don't have outside runners. I have slashers who can get through a hole.
Downhill.
They want to get to that second and third level and then get outside. You know what I mean? They're not, I'm a run use. I played against going against Chris Johnson. Now, CJ 2K, he would just outrace you to the sideline. Nobody could get to him. These guys, that's not the case. They go right through the teeth of a defense, then they cut to the outside and get the big gains. I think McVay's okay with getting big gains.
Yeah, wasn't that Todd Gurley standing over there?
That was
Gurley.
It was. I saw him.
That dude is huge.
Yeah.
How many snaps you got?
It
left?
was when Leslie really used first-round picks.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
About that.
Back in the day. Yes, sir.
Very different offense.
Yep.
But I love it when a team's decisions in the offseason tell you what their commitment is, which is to say you draft a back in Blake Corum who has a very similar skill set. You add Jonah Jackson, who's another physical downhill block. Like it's so obvious what
Who
they
they are.
want this offense to be. Yeah.
All right, we're live at Rams training camp. Kirk Morrison has jumped in. DeMarco is here. Mina Kimes stopped by to say hello, and you're very welcome to stick around. We enjoy speaking with you. But we're at the top of the hour. We got to hit this break. More coming up from Rams training camp. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
Join your Angels for every Saturday night home game and stay to enjoy a post-game Saturday night fireworks show driven by SoCal Honda dealers. Visit angels.com/promotions for more details.
Hey, it's Travis.
And Slee. By now you have heard about our good friends at the law office of Joseph S. Normand.
When my son Bobby was in an accident, we called Joe and he hit it out of the park. That's why I trust Joe.
No insurance company is ever on your side. Anything you say to them can and will be used against you. Joe and his team will treat you like family, get you the medical attention you need, and the max compensation you deserve.
Call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com.
The law office of Joseph S. Normand.
6:04 the Southland Live Imaging Tuesday with Sedano and Kappy. We head back to LMU. Rams training camp popping off, producer D. Kappy, DeMarco Farr, Kirk Morrison, and producer Laura. Kappy? By the way, Kappy.
Thank you so much.
You are going to get in so much trouble by what you said when Mina walked up. I don't know if Mina's still there, but
No,
Sedano. No, she got the heck away from you. Do we have the tape, Kappy or D? Let's play the tape.
What did you say?
Tell you right
That a
now,
lot, yeah.
Sedano's going to be so pissed. Sedano's on vacation. Sedano's on vacation, and if Sedano were here, he would have like run up to you like, Mina, it's me, George. Like he would have just run up and been all over you. You know.
I mean, Kappy, just get ready. That will not. That will be in every Open, just like that caller today on Mason in Ireland. They basically told Mason he sucks now and is done.
What happened?
What I missed?
Wow.
Well, he's not completely off point. But your bit there will be played nonstop for the fall.
How did I miss that, Cap?
Well,
How did I
didn't hear that?
But here's what happens. Like,
By the way, I talked to Sedano yesterday live from London. I am texting him this audio tonight.
Great.
Yeah, of course you are.
So when an ESPN personality who George has a relationship with and knows, and the rest of us don't because we're not part of like the ESPN like inner circle.
By the way, she co-hosted this show 2 days a week for a year and a half.
Yeah,
I didn't know. And
is this part of Sedano and Friends?
Yeah, remember Kirk was part of Sedano and Friends.
I was Sedano and Friends, baby.
Oh,
and
back in the day.
It was like the day of the draft when Richard Jefferson was walking by. Like, I'm not friends with Richard Jefferson, but George's like, RJ.
Oh my God,
right. He ran after him. RJ, you have to come hang out with us for a few minutes. And he was great, and his kids were great.
The fake run that you just did was amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
That's RJ. It was like a movie.
You could just visualize it.
And Mina was very nice. That was nice for her.
No, that was very nice of
sweet.
her.
All right.
See?
Okay, it's time for What You Need to Know. It's being brought to us by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are.
I think this is going to hit a little bit of our heartstrings for everybody. So Jeopardy! Forever Stamp honors a late iconic Alex Trebek. So if you guys want to buy, I don't want to say that I collect stamps, but when there's like cool stamps that come out for the Forever Stamp, I go and buy them. So now you can go ahead and buy the Jeopardy! Stamp that is an honor to him. If you guys are interested, you guys can go to any postal service shop to buy them.
Okay.
These are Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
I am
Alex
a Jeopardy
Trebek.
guy.
Stamps?
Yeah, Forever Stamps.
Wow.
So they have his face on the stamp.
Yeah.
Forever Stamps.
You're you used to watch Jeopardy.
I used to watch Jeopardy.
Like must-see TV.
You have to understand, what else did you watch at 7 o'clock?
This is true.
You didn't?
It was Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy.
Yeah,
that was like the 7 o'clock.
show.
It was back-to-back hour.
Yeah.
But how long has it been since you've done that?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. I didn't watch the Aaron Rodgers version of the Jeopardy either. So
no,
I haven't watched it in a while.
You a Jeopardy guy?
I mean, I like Jeopardy, but I'm not, as you might imagine, good at it.
Yeah.
You know?
There's some subjects you probably nail, right?
Well, I mean, like when Dan Patrick hosted Sports Jeopardy, I could crush that.
Okay.
But everybody around was like, "Oh my God, you know so much." I'm like, no, they're not really that hard of questions. They're intended for sports fans.
Right.
Did you guys ever go, moving away from, not really the Jeopardy thing, but did you guys ever go to like tapings of shows?
No.
Never?
No.
I've been to some tapings.
Like, yeah.
Did you?
I've been to some tapings
Me
of shows.
too, yeah. They're very interesting.
Just like when people do tapings and then you go there, you're like, oh, this is so cool. And then they break and then cut. And you stop.
Fun.
And then all of a sudden.
It kills it.
It just. You watch the actual show later on, and you're like, oh, that's how they put it together.
That's how they did it.
That's how. Because I remember the first 3 takes, he didn't make the shot.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, how did he make the shot when you watch it on TV?
They cut it.
They cut it up really nicely. You know what I mean?
My niece was here recently. She's from Tampa.
Yeah.
And so, like, for her, she's like, oh, my God, California, L.A., right? She's like, Uncle Scott, can we please go to the taping of Dancing with the Stars.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
But hold on. That was a thing, though, Scott. Kappy, I'm going to be real with you. People used to go dress up on Monday nights or for Dancing with the Stars. It was a thing, I would say, 2004 or 5.
It was the place to go.
It was the place to go on
was.
Mondays. I'm not going to lie to you. Only reason I say that because I had a former teammate, Warren Sapp, who was on there.
Yeah.
And so Monday, it would be a list of who's on your list this week, and it would be a list of who's who because it turned like a prom every Monday for the weeks of Dance with the Stars. No lie.
Wasn't it like The Voice? Like when The Voice was like really hot, or like American Idol, everybody wanted to be there.
I tried like hell to get on Hell's Kitchen. I just couldn't get on there. I wanted to go.
I sat in the audience.
Did you really?
I did. At
I
a Hell's
wanted to
Kitchen.
see that. Yeah.
Who's walking off the field here? I'm trying to see which offensive lineman is walking off the field, looking like he's kind of holding his left arm.
Like JJ.
Is that Grant Miller? No. Is that Jonah Jackson?
Yeah, it looks like JJ.
Can't be. Is it?
7 Deuce, right?
I can't see the number because he's got his hand on his and he finally took his left hand.
I think that is him. Yeah.
He took it down, but the trainers are walking him off the field.
That's the second O lineman.
That's not good.
Lark Jackson's not practicing your left tackle, and now Jonah Jackson is walking off.
So Jackson and Jackson.
Yes, need some Johnson and Johnson.
Yes.
There
we go.
Yeah, so
that's not good.
They're taking him off the field.
I love how Kappy went field reporter on us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
like we're having conversations, and then the field reporter in him, he's like, hey, look.
Right.
Who's walking behind?
Right. It'd be like,
he's in the
Kevin,
earpiece.
Kevin, Jonah Jackson, the fifth-year man out of Ohio State, has just walked off the field. He's being accompanied by the training staff back to the locker room, and I'll have a further update for you. His return is now considered questionable.
There you
All
go.
Right, thank you, Scott.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, Scott.
First and 10.
I love it. Love it.
My goodness.
Is the trade deadline over yet?
Yeah, trade deadline's
It's over.
Yes.
What time did it end? About
I think it
4
ended
o'clock?
at 3 o'clock here local time. Yeah. You see what the Dodgers did?
Flaherty?
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen the pictures on social media so far. Everyone seems to find that one picture when they were a kid and they had a Dodger uniform on. Everyone's like, oh, my God, he's one of us. Look at him. He was meant to be a Dodger.
Always wanted to be a Dodger.
There you go.
Meant to be.
There you go. Todd Gurley's
There
in
he
the house,
is.
baby. There he is. TG.
Yeah, Gurley looks good, man.
He does look good.
Yeah. Well, he can roll, man.
Gurley looks good, and our boy Kwame, who we met with yesterday, Kwame Siegel.
Yes.
He's got something going on with Todd Gurley right now. Why don't we bring Gurley over here? We should bring Gurley over here.
I'm gonna walk over there after.
There you go.
Okay.
TG. I mean, think about his run.
Oh, my God.
It was – you got a chance to see it, man, from like field level, though. The Seattle game. That's all I could think about was at Seattle. When he took
42-7?
Yes.
Yeah.
When
that
he
was
ripped
the day
their
it
hearts
turned.
out.
I was talking to JB about this. He said Seattle letting Pete Carroll go and changing head coaches was the smartest thing because that game changed everything between McVay and Pete Carroll. Like Pete Carroll was never going to beat Sean McVay again after that 42-7 drubbing.
But let me ask you guys a quick question though. See, when Mina was here, you guys brought this up that this team this year, why do they feel like they can be a different style of team? Based on the offensive line they've got, the running backs that they've got. But when I think back to those Gurley years, and I think back to when the Rams first came to L.A. and they were playing in the Coliseum, there was so much movement in the offense. There was so much confusion for a defense.
Oh, there's still that.
Okay, so you think that they have the personnel now to get back to what they were.
They're going to personnel you and move you to death. That's what these new offensive geniuses do, like Sean McVay, but they're just going to run the ball down your throat.
Yeah,
I mean, they're going to pound you a little bit.
And no offense to the quarterback who was quarterbacking back then, who's in Detroit now, we didn't really trust him. We didn't trust putting him in those situations. I trust Matthew Stafford that whatever the look's going to be, he's going to get the team into the right offensive set. He's going to get him into the right offensive play.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see what Matthew Stafford could do with a Todd Gurley in the backfield.
Oh, my God.
Like, come on.
Well, he's got a Kyron.
He's got a Kyron.
With Kyron, but this dude was a whole nother level.
But you are right, though, in that they never trusted him.
Mm-mm. Third and 10? Oh, yeah. Draw.
Right. They just
it was a draw to Gurley for third and 10.
Listen, I'll maintain this opinion, which is that McVay was a young coach and a first-time head coach, and Goff was a young quarterback. And when you're a young head coach and you're trying to kind of control everything, and you've got a young quarterback, you just don't have that trust.
No.
Which is why years later you go out and you get a guy like Stafford because you believe you can trust that guy. Did everybody know that Goff was going to become what he's become in Detroit?
No. No, not at all. I mean,
we saw it in the Coliseum.
We
saw
the game against Kansas City.
That was
when
his game of his life.
When he smashed Minnesota. I mean, they trusted Jared enough, but I think they fell out of favor.
Correct.
There was an issue there towards the end.
Right.
Yeah, it just got sour and it didn't work out, and then, Jared couldn't get you over the hump. So you go out and get a guy like Matthew Stafford. But, I mean, when you go back to how Sean McVay started his career, when he became Coach of the Year, right, that first year, I think Todd Gurley had 7 Player of the Weeks. So, I mean, the offense was this guy right here. So it's easier to play quarterback when everybody's afeared of your running back. You know what I mean?
Kirk Morrison is here. DeMarco Farr is here. Got the Queen here in the house, and we are live from Rams training camp at Loyola Marymount University. And we're still expecting Steve Avala to stop by, who's going to talk to us about the offensive line.
I can't wait.
He's gonna punch
can't
me
wait.
right in the
I can't.
face.
He's going to punch you in the face?
What happened?
Oh, wait. Don't tell. Wait.
I'll tell you later.
Something happened yesterday between DeMarco and Avala. Okay. And the Queen right here.
You and Cap are doing this
and now Avala is going to be pissed at DeMarco.
Okay.
We'll explain why. We're back to Rams training camp. Stick around. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
Really excited to see the new schools come into play at the Coliseum. Obviously, you're going to have Notre Dame to finish the season. That's always a special game. But seeing Nebraska showing up, Penn State showing up, LSU at the Collie, that's what I'm really looking forward to.
I think both programs, the men's football program and the men's basketball program, are moving in the right direction. And the women's basketball program at USC is going to be ranked top 5 next year. So it's a great time for the USC Trojans to be back on ESPN LA.
I'm really curious to see, what does USC football look like without Caleb Williams? What are the adjustments that Lincoln Riley makes? And what is the defense going to look like in the non-Alex Grinch era?
New conference, new quarterback, just really fired up on the football side. New head coach for basketball, so almost like a really new team, which is going to be awesome. And then returning to prominence for USC women's basketball, to be back to where USC women's basketball is. I'm super excited to see Juju in her second year, but just the rest of the players continue to grow under Coach Godley.
This beautiful thing has been up since the first time SC was here. But guess what? USC is back! And once again, this means something for us. Pumped for this season. USC Athletics back on 710 ESPN.
You're going on your favorite hike to going all out and pulling for our teams to win another championship. No one is more chill than us. The one thing, though, that ties us all together, enjoying all that California has to offer with great friends and a cold Coors Light. Pick up icy cold Coors Light today, or even get it delivered to your door today. Visit CAChooseChill.com to learn more. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can easily find coverage options that fit your budget. If only it was that easy to name your baby.
How about Jaden?
Nope.
Okay. Michael?
Went to middle school with a glue-eating Michael.
Sebastian?
Dated one in college.
How about Damien?
Vampire name.
All right. Greg?
Not feeling it.
Okay. No worries. Jeffrey?
Oh, love that one.
Wait, really?
No.
Find coverage options that fit your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Summer's just getting started, so fill your cooler with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. It tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. And with a 5% kick of alcohol, Twisted Tea is perfect for the beach, the lake, or wherever you're hanging out and day drinking with your friends. Look for the bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
6:18 in the Southland. Live Virtue Tuesday with Sedano and Kappy. On this day in 1966, the number one hit from the movie Major League, the Trogs Wild Thing. Speaking of Wild Thing, Kappy, DeMarco Farr, Kirk Morrison, producer Laura, live from Rams training camp at LMU. By the way, Kappy, on this day in 1962, the Trans-Canada Highway officially opened.
The what?
The Trans-Canada Highway.
All you heard was one word.
No, because we talked about driving back and forth to Canada a few months ago. Don't you remember that bit?
Oh.
Not at all.
No, that's not. Poor Kappy. Don't do drugs, kids.
I'm literally just one of these people that I get off the air and I forget everything we just talked about.
By the way, last segment, Kirk Morrison, I didn't realize you played with Sapp.
I did. Yeah, 99.
Now yep. who hated Keyshawn more, you or Warren Sapp?
Ooh, probably Sapp did.
Oh, yeah.
You hate Keyshawn?
No, I love Keyshawn.
No, Kirk was never down with Key.
Oh. No, I was always down with Key.
I'm trying to think of where'd you guys play together?
With
the Raiders. Okay, yeah.
The Raiders.
So what year did he come to the Raiders?
He came Raiders in 04, I believe. And he stayed from 04 to 07. I just always remember.
Was Norv Turner the head coach?
Norv Turner was the head coach.
Yeah.
And then we had Art Shell. And then I always remember we had Lane Kiffin for a year. And Lane Kiffin at the time was the youngest.
Lane Kiffin is a liar. That's what Al Davis said.
Yes, he was the youngest coach in the NFL. He was Sean McVay before Sean McVay.
Right.
And just think about it. Warren Sapp didn't respect Lane Kiffin because he's like, I respect your daddy more than I respect you.
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes. And his dad was the coach in Tampa.
Monty Kiffin, rest in peace. Mm-hmm. Just passed away recently. But, yeah, Warren Sapp was like, I'll listen to your daddy before I listen to you. And that's when I knew our season was going downhill, brother.
I mean, could anybody say to Sapp, yo, Sapp, this is our head coach, and this is what the organization decided?
No.
Okay. Could you have? But
absolutely
DeMarco,
not.
Could you have said that to a teammate?
No. Sure, yes, and you could have said it to me, but you're talking about Warren Sapp. Yeah, marches to the beat of his own drummer.
There's some dudes who do that, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
but I was one of those dudes, man. I was just like, you couldn't tell him nothing. I won
at that point.
Yeah, like I won a Super Bowl. I was NFL Player of the Year. I was College Player of the Year. I won a national championship. I'm a first-round pick. It's like, all right, well, still get your ass in the A-gap.
Right. Thank you. Stay in there. Right.
Stay in the A-gap.
Hold that guard.
Right. But if you don't do your job, I got like 3 or 4 offensive linemen in my face, brother.
Hold that guard.
But I just remember, though, now think about that. Al Davis.
Yeah.
You talk about RIP. Al Davis, he was the one who hired Lane Kiffin.
Correct.
And then when he fired him, he went on TV. He had a press conference, and I remember him so vividly. Lane Kiffin is a liar.
Do you remember what was used that day?
What?
We don't use it anymore. Remember what was
used? A fax
used?
machine? What?
Close.
What?
Good guess. A projector. Remember?
An overhead
projector.
Wow.
If I asked a young person now, do you know what an overhead projector, they would look like, excuse me, sir, I don't know what that is.
What is that?
What is that? It was an overhead projector, and he had these slides. He had real slides, and he put the slides on there and was saying, Lane Kiffin, you're a liar.
Yeah.
You're a liar. All I know is that we could have drafted Calvin Johnson. We drafted Jamarcus Russell.
Oh, man.
So you talk about things that I think about at night. What my career could have been, Kappy. You know me, DeMarco? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wake up at night
hurts.
like, what could have been?
And I remember, though, when Norv Turner took over the team.
Yeah.
Because the team wasn't particularly good, and Norv had, I want to say he'd coached in Washington prior to that. I think he was with the then Redskins, now Commanders.
Snyder was the owner.
Right. And so Norv didn't have a lot of success, but he still had this resume, and he was still kind of living on everything that he had done in Dallas with Troy Aikman and that whole crew.
Had a good rep.
And
everybody has.
Had a good rep.
Yeah.
Chan Gailey, Dave Wanstead, they're all eating off of that.
They're all part of the Jimmy Johnson thing, right?
They're all eating.
And Norv had brought the Raiders.
Yes.
I want to say you were on this team. I'm almost sure you were. Came down to San Diego to face the Chargers.
Yes.
And I think Antonio Gates may have had 5 touchdowns in the game.
Wow.
Or at least Drew Brees had 5 touchdown passes in the game. And I remember
he might have been on the field.
Do you remember that?
I think it was a night game too.
And the reason I remember it is because I remember Warren Sapp. You talk about him beating up on Lane Kiffin. I remember him just teeing off on Norv Turner.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So you got a player like that who you can't control at all. And they're selfish and they're me guys.
But he can ball when he wants to.
Yep.
He's absolutely unblockable when he wants to be.
That's the hard part. When those guys want to turn it on, they turn it on.
Yep.
It's just, I'm thinking about the next couple of days we'll see this Hall of Fame class of 2024. Think about Julius Peppers was a basketball player who played football. Or was he a football player that played basketball?
Either way.
No, either way.
Yeah, he picked the right sport, though.
Like, it's just some dudes who are just blessed with talent and ability, and he looks like an Avenger. And he's in the Hall of Fame. Like, those types of guys just know every week, I got to go with that. I got to deal with this dude. Like,
yeah.
You don't get sleep at night.
That's why you were so blessed to have Aaron. Aaron has that sort of ability, that
Aaron Donald.
Warren Sapp type ability to take over a game, and he's also coachable and humble. You don't get the extra that you got with Warren Sapp.
And he practiced with swords.
Absolutely. With knives.
With knives.
Yes, daggers.
Got swords and knives.
In hand.
Did you do that at Pitt, too? Is that what you guys do?
No, I never got to do that. I never really got to do that.
Great training tool.
Yeah. Aaron Donald, man, you just nailed it, though. That's right. I mean, game-changing player. Everybody obviously knows that. Did it with a lot of humility.
Yeah.
And that's the difference, because by the time you're talking about Warren Sapp had gone to the Raiders, and he was kind of like, it reminds me of what I'm seeing with Devontae Adams right now in receiver.
Yeah, weren't you guys playing a 3-4?
Yes.
Why would you put Warren Sapp in a 3-4 defense?
Hey, you asked me that.
I'm just saying. Why would you put Warren Sapp in a 3-4 defense?
He didn't want to be we didn't want those problems. I didn't want those problems, by the way. You know what a 3-4 defense does?
Well, it's supposed to be beneficial for linebackers.
Supposed to be.
Yes.
But then when guys like Steve Avala are coming at you unblocked and untouched, how am I supposed to get around this building with feet?
You're not.
It's a building with feet. Like, there's no exit to the right. There's no exit. The only way that you can get through is right through the chest of that guy.
Yep.
And if he's 315, 330 pounds.
You've been close to Steve Avala, right?
Wait
until you see the size of his noggin.
Oh, dude, when we left here on Thursday of last week, we were all like, because he I think we walked behind him, or we were.
Yeah, we were walking behind him, correct.
And he is a monster of a dude.
Yes.
Listen, some of these, who is it that's like, is it Havenstein that's like 6'8"?
Rob Havenstein.
He's he's a monster. But he stands out.
I wouldn't want to do power slap with Steve Avala. Yeah.
I had a coach one time who said he was trying to get me ready for a game.
Yeah.
He's trying to get me ready. He's like, Morrison, are you ready? Do you know what you're about to go up against this weekend?
Who was it?
It was big Leonard Davis.
Oh, geez. Leonard Davis?
He was
You think Rob Havenstein is big? Oh, my goodness.
This was the first time, I'm a rookie, so I don't know. He's like, are you ready for this big man? He's going to come at you. Are you going to be ready to strike him? I'm like, I'm always ready to strike. He's like, this man is so big, huge. They use his helmet to run out onto the field.
They do.
What?
Huge.
They use his helmet that he wears. They put it
helmet.
They put it right there on the locker room, and all the guys run out of it.
Yes.
That's how big this man is.
Oh my God! How big was he?
Oh, he was huge.
About how tall?
About 6'5", 6'6".
6'5", 6'6".
At least 350, and just big everywhere.
And he had one of those beards that hangs out of the chin strap too.
Yeah.
And it's like all knotted up. It's like never combed it.
Texas,
It's
right?
like, patch. It's like a patchy beard too.
Yeah.
The patchy beards are the ones you don't really trust because they're still doing it even though they can't do it.
He's just
You know what
not
I'm saying?
shaking.
You
mean
know those
they're
beards?
having a beard even though they can't have a beard?
It's not connected, and it's like in patches, and you're like,
Meet or see Larry Allen, R.I.P.
yes,
Another monster human being.
I think Leonard might have actually been bigger.
correct.
Yeah, bigger than Larry Allen. He's just huge and massive.
All right. Well, on that, I mean, I got huge and massive hanging with me here today at training camp.
Who?
You guys.
Are we huge and massive?
You're
Which
pretty
one?
big dudes.
Which one's huge and who's massive?
I'm going to call.
It's our tag team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now coming to the ring at a combined weight. Let me think of what you guys' combined weight would be.
At least 600 pounds.
Okay, 600.
Yeah, at least
I was going to
600
say.
pounds.
I was going to say 500.
I was going to say like 520.
At least 600.
All right. Let me. I'll tell you guys right now.
Solid
Let me
muscle.
take a look at you right now. Marco today is weighing 260.
Oh, I love you. No, keep up. North.
275.
I love you. North.
You're not
What?
three
No,
bills.
you're not.
No.
295.
About 280.
280.
About 280.
All right, and then that puts Kirk at about playing weight was.
Playing weight was 245.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 265.
Oh,
Close. Give me about 5 more.
270.
70?
70.
Okay, so 295 and
So
270.
we're under 6 bills.
we're
there
under
we go.
six.
Okay.
All right.
We're under
There we
six.
go. We're
All
under
right.
6 bills.
Oh, no, yeah.
Nice.
No. Yeah, under 6, but over 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Now coming to the ring at a combined weight, we'll exaggerate it, of 6'5" pounds.
There you go.
Huge and.
From parts unknown.
Right.
Yeah.
Huge. And what was the other one?
gigantic,
massive, huge and massive.
Huge and massive. Thank you.
Right.
Well, we could go back to our pickleball name.
Oh,
should have been the Nation of Domination.
Soul Brothers of Doom.
Soul Brothers of Doom.
Soul
there
Brothers
we go.
Of Doom,
That was
man.
good.
We got
That was good.
absolutely
That was good.
killed.
Soul Brothers of Doom, baby.
All right, practice is wrapping up here at Loyola Marymount University, and center Steve Avala is going to come join us in a matter of moments.
I'm out of here.
Big deal or no deal will happen next. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
Travis and Sliwa.
All the way live.
Starting Monday, September 9th, there's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it means the 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block begins an hour earlier. Even more live and local LA sports talk on 710 ESPN. The Travis and Sliwa Show will start at 9 a.m. Mason and Ireland move back to noon to 3, and Sedano and Kappy start the LA Afternoon Drive Takeover at 3 p.m. And then at 6 p.m., we are the destination for LA sports. It's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it begins Monday, September 9th.
Play live.
710 ESPN.
When addiction takes hold, it's easy to feel like no one can help. But you're not in this alone. For 75 years, Hazelden Betty Ford has been at the forefront of addiction and mental health care, evolving treatment, reimagining recovery, and breaking through barriers to help families everywhere find healing. So please reach out at 855-672-1828. Help is here. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation and aired by the California Broadcasters Association and this station.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace. When I was in an accident, my friend Jacob was the first person I called. He should be your first call, too. Call Jacob, 844-24-JACOB, or visit calljacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Dive into the Marvel Universe on the official Marvel Podcast. We're going behind the scenes with the creators behind Marvel Comics, the stars of the MCU, and Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige.
But if you want the real answer, if we're trying to get real on this podcast,
celebrate the legacy of your favorite Marvel adventures and characters. The official Marvel Podcast.
I think this show's going to be a real treat.
New episodes every Wednesday wherever you listen to podcasts.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
6:31 in the South Atlanta, YVG Tuesday, Sedano and Kappy. Before we head back to LMU, Rams training camp for Big Deal or No Deal, the best fight card to come to SoCal in years is happening this Saturday, August 3rd, at beautiful BMO Stadium. Terrence Crawford versus Israel Madrimov. You want to win tickets? By the way, Eminem's performing live. My boy Barry at barrystickets.com, barrystickets.com. That's where you can get your limited tickets available right now, but you can win them. Caller number 7 at 877-710-ESPN. Talk to producer Fudge's Fudgy Lover, and he's going to hook you up for Saturday night at BMO Stadium. Terrence Crawford versus Israel Madrimov. Tickets right now at barrystickets.com. Right now, it is time for Big Deal or No Deal. Take it away, producer Laura.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you guys over there. All right, guys, I know you guys all have daughters. They're a little bit entrenched right now with what's going on, but I will,
Yeah, you got to understand, like, between me, DeMarco, and Kirk Morrison, the three of us are all sitting here. First of all, the sun is beating us in the face.
It is.
Right here.
Okay?
It is.
But this is a live period.
Right, so we've got, like, first team O against first team D, and we're all sitting here, like, salivating, like, okay, all we want to do is watch football.
Go do it.
But we're with you, girl.
It's right there.
Hey, I'm not taking offense to it. I'm just saying, I know that there's a lot going on. There's a lot of action.
And I am very interested in Stetson Bennett. I really am interested in what this kid is and what he might be. Is Stetson Bennett going to be with this team this year? Is he ever going to play?
Well, he's going to have to.
He's going to have to.
Garoppolo's suspended.
Right, but, I mean, Here's a guy who I know George and I argued about this a lot last year.
Yeah.
George was like, oh, he could never play in the NFL. I'm like, you know
Really?
what, dude? I'm like, two-time national champion at Georgia, a guy who his coaches said all the
Played
time.
pretty good in the preseason.
He's played pretty good.
Everybody
He's super mobile.
Everybody would say, he's not big enough, he's not fast enough, he's not Georgia material. And every time we said that as coaches, he went out on a practice field and proved us wrong.
Yeah.
I said the same thing about Brock Purdy.
Same thing.
Same
And look
thing.
now. I mean, I don't think he's going to start, but I think he can be a backup this year.
But your point, Jimmy Garoppolo is suspended.
Yes.
So who's going to back up Matthew Stafford, at least for the first 4 games?
It's going to have to be him. It's going to have to be Stetson Bennett.
What you got, girl?
All right. So you guys all have daughters.
Yeah.
And I came across this story from the Kmart Moms Facebook group.
Kmart. Is there
Kmart. I didn't even know that was still.
Kmart still open?
I haven't been to Kmart in
I didn't even know it was still open.
I
but
I know Circle K is open, but
No,
Kmart?
Kmart is still open and very much thriving in certain parts of the country.
Okay.
So a photo of an in-store clothing rack and the size of a shorts, they were like booty shorts, but for toddlers.
No. Okay, but go ahead. Keep going.
For toddlers. So this mom posted this picture and said, WTAF, Kmart do better. And of course,
WTAF.
yes.
What's
what
the A?
The actual blank.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that was
Yes.
actual.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So it says WTAF, Kmart do better. And of course, the moms went crazy. A lot of people are saying that the shorts keep getting shorter and that they actually have to buy shorts from the boys section just because they need them to be longer for their daughters. So I want to know, do you guys think this is a big deal or no deal that Kmart is selling, AKA booty shorts for toddlers?
This is a big deal. Especially, like I said, having a daughter. I'm, 1980s basketball dad. Meaning that her shorts have to be past the knee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm
Like
talking
how
about those
you
shorts had to, I'm sorry, like 90s basketball. You know the
There you
shorts.
go.
You're talking about the Michigan Fab Five.
Yeah, Michigan Fab 5,
Right.
90s
Yes.
shorts. Yeah.
Chris Webber.
Yeah. So if they don't go past the knee, they don't go outside the house. That's real.
I'm with you.
But they're toddlers.
I'm just saying.
Not
like-
showing
yeah,
up.
but
Yeah, it's
that's
too much.
That's what the moms are saying, that they're so short that they expose stuff.
Yes, it's a big deal. Who buys that for your little girl?
Well, that's the problem. Why are they making them?
But it's
that
a no deal for me because I'm with you.
Yeah,
on
no
that.
deal.
Yeah, outside it's 2024. Inside the house, 1970. We're not doing that.
Not doing
Yeah,
that.
not at all.
No.
Yes.
I got 3 daughters, and I don't really think it's a big deal at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of like no deal. Have you ever seen a girls' high school volleyball game? Like, what are those girls wearing?
No, Cap, I've never known.
Cap,
no, not at all.
No.
You've
No.
never
Haven't been to
been
one.
to a
Like, what are those girls wearing?
the high school volleyball shorts?
I
are
have
like,
no reason to go to a high school volleyball
well,
game.
okay, I
Well,
played.
now maybe
Yes.
you do.
Oh Lord.
Cap,
We have
I'm
no
not going.
reason to be
I have
going
no reason to be
a
there.
high school volleyball game.
I mean, if your daughter's played, it's different, right?
There, that's different.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, Angel Reese hiking her shorts up already enough. I don't need any more. Let's just stop it.
Okay.
I
That
just feel
we'll go
like-
see.
Rings.
I feel like
Fab
toddlers
5
walk around
shorts
in
back.
diapers. They walk around in little underpants.
I think
panties.
the moms. You're right. Like, I know when I have pictures that I'm like, Mom, really, you couldn't cover me up as a toddler? Like, I'm like exposed. I'm like, I don't
Right.
want people seeing those. She's like, we threw Pampers on you and
Yeah.
we photographed
No booty
you.
shorts.
My daughter has
Not
come
happening.
downstairs during breakfast, and I don't even have to. I don't even say anything. I just point back. Just,
Thank
Oh,
you.
see, you
I mean,
know.
see, for me, it's worse now that my daughters are like young women. So my daughter, who's 20 years old, 2 weeks ago, we went to the opening day down at Del Mar.
Okay.
Right? She's wearing this really nice-looking outfit, and I said to her, I go, excuse me? Like, are you wearing underpants or what?
Oh, my
Because
God.
it was like see-through. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, go put something on,
Thank
man.
you.
Like so for me, it's harder now that they're young adults because they wear all this like sexy-ish kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Well, I gotta
it's
ask-
different.
Nah,
give me Kappy dad voice again. Give me the Kappy dad voice.
Yeah,
You
I
gave
was
me a
like-
little bit.
right, I was
Let me
like-
hear. Let me hear.
Yeah,
Let me hear.
I said to him, I go, excuse me, are you wearing underwear?
Wow.
Like,
Look at that.
like that's
Look
what
at
I had
that.
to say to her.
He
Wow.
aged
I
like
like
30 extra
Big
years,
time.
right?
Shoulder went up. Yeah.
It's like, hey,
I just became what I sound like.
God.
All right, I'm going to do a next one. And actually,
All right, and by the way, just so you know, practice has just ended.
Yes.
The players are starting to make their way off the field. Avala is right over here. He's a monster. He's going to come visit with us. Some of these players are coming over to sign autographs right over our shoulder. So you're going to hear a whole bunch of screaming, which is kind of cool because these fans have been waiting for a while.
Yeah.
All right, Queen, take it over.
all right, so we all know that Kendrick Lamar destroyed Drake. And during a Limp Bizkit, I didn't even know they were still performing, were performing in Toronto, and they uttered Drake's name, and the crowd booed.
In Toronto?
In Toronto.
Oh, wow, in his hometown.
Yes. And I want to know, do you guys think that him being booed in his hometown, a big deal or no deal?
That's a no deal for me. But I thought, didn't they just roll up Rick Ross in Toronto?
Yeah, they have. But
I thought they love Drake there. That's a new one.
I think it's a big deal because Drake hasn't released any new music.
Yeah.
He's not fighting back. And I think now it's turned into a country war. I think it's Canada versus the U.S. now. Or maybe it's Ontario versus California.
Oh, boy.
Because
now we got to fight Canadians?
Yeah. Because
they don't
fight. White flag.
Forget about it.
Because the Not Like Us has turned into a West Coast anthem now.
Oh, my goodness.
No matter where I go, it's being played.
It's not just in the West Coast.
Yeah,
though.
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's at kids' parties. And I'm
It
talking
sure
about
is.
kids' parties
You mean like them
With
little
Kmart
kids
booty
that are
shorts.
wearing- Exactly. Exactly. Give it up.
They are not like us. So
Wait,
I
talking
say that
about
because Canada now, they need something. They need a comeback, and Drake is not giving. They're down. Is it already over?
What?
Is like the battle over?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
long
yeah,
over.
he
It's
just
long
Are they
over.
down 3-1 and they're just trying to make a comeback?
Something
or
like
3-0?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
DeAndre, is the battle over or is it still going on?
I mean, the battle's technically over.
Yeah, exactly.
He ain't even responding no more.
No.
Nah.
He
just gave up.
So talking about music,
He took that
and
L.
at the kids' parties,
Yes.
we talked about music earlier. It was Caballo Dorado. People were like blasting me because I didn't say
That's
it
the
right.
line dancing?
The line dancing,
Oh.
and
You're gonna
apparently
lose your card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about
Brown
to.
card.
And apparently, DeMarco, you don't like the cha-cha slide?
I do
Oh,
like
the
the cha-cha
cha-cha
slide.
slide.
Somebody
Yes.
messaged me that you
I
don't
do.
like
Yeah,
don't
of
like
course
the
I do.
cha-cha slide.
I think that was Cap. Yeah.
Cap, you don't like the cha-cha slide?
That's
I'll
Cap that I don't
cha-cha,
like it.
I'll
Yeah.
slide, I'll mangarena or whatever the hell else.
We
I'll
will
do it all.
party. We will party. Yes, sir.
All right, do you guys want another one?
Real smooth.
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay. So we talked about Southwest
Yes.
and how they were, upgrading to seating. You guys are going to have to pay more. Well, Kappy's airline is now trying to do the same
You
thing.
have an airline?
What is your
Well, yeah, they give me
Yeah.
a hard time because I'll fly Spirit.
Oh,
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Exit row Spirit, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, the
Man
thing
of the
is,
people.
thing about Spirit is that there are certain cities that you just cannot get flights to.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh and Cleveland are those. And so from LAX, the only way to get a direct flight from LAX is Spirit. To Cleveland and to Pittsburgh, so I've flown it. Everybody airline shames me.
I mean,
so
we
then,
don't.
Then what I did was, just because they were, yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I didn't.
Not only did they
I know
airline
the
shame me,
struggle,
you know
bro.
what I did?
What?
I went and got a Spirit Airlines credit card.
He did.
Nice.
Double down.
Yes,
Good
I
for
did.
you.
And he hasn't used it.
No,
like
it's still sitting in a drawer.
All right.
you.
Well, we know that Spirit is an affordable, right?
Yes.
I think you said
It
cost-effective airline.
It's Greyhound in the air.
That's dog whistle.
You
Sorry,
know-
go ahead.
It's a Greyhound in
That
the
was
air.
very
Fair.
dog whistle
That's
there.
fair.
But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is you usually have to pay for, snacks or your bag. But now they're trying to capitalize like every other airline, and they're trying to give you different tiers of service. So there's the Go Big, which includes pretty much anything and everything you guys want. Then below that is the Go Comfy, which will offer travelers a seat with a standard legroom, but blocked middle seats for extra space.
Okay.
And then there's the Go Savvy. Fares come with either a checked bag or a carry-on. So pretty much anything Go Savvy, you get anything from Go Savvy below, Go Comfy below, right? So you can get the Go Comfy, you get the Savvy. Then the Just Go, essentially Spirit original product. So if you are broke, like me sometimes, and you just need to get a backpack and go, that's what you do. So the options will be available starting August 16th, Kappy. So if you want to know, you're going to have options. And all four will be available on all flights starting August 27th. So do you guys think airlines doing these like bundle packages a big deal or no deal? DeMarco.
Big deal. I mean, since the pandemic, I haven't really been flying that much. It seems like flying these days is a crapshoot. You might get stuck for 3 or 4 days. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to make it a little more beneficial for me, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's a big deal.
I'm gonna go no deal. I'm a poor planner.
Yeah.
So what happens is I wind up buying whatever is available under the assumption that everything is going to always be available. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. Like my daughter is going to a semester abroad. Get ready for this, by the way. This is what's all going to happen to you guys. My daughter's going to a semester abroad, and I hear all these parents like, oh, we're going to Italy. Our daughter is, studying abroad. My daughter's studying abroad in Amsterdam.
Oh, boy.
Because that's what I raised.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Kids who would rather go to Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
And I do want to go see her over Thanksgiving.
Can I go with you?
You can.
Thank you.
Yeah,
But I've not bought any plane tickets. And my girlfriend's like, you got to buy these plane tickets or they're going to sell. I'm like, no, they're not. There's going to be plenty of plane tickets.
Happy road trip, team. Let's go.
Yeah.
Team road trip to Amsterdam.
They have great pizza in Amsterdam.
Do they?
Yeah, great
They have
donuts.
great other stuff now.
Yeah, great food.
Yeah, great food.
Yeah, for some reason, it just tastes better.
Only been once. Yeah. I don't know what that reason would be.
I don't know why. Yeah.
I've never been, but I want to.
Psychedelic.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I know that you guys are excited for preseason to start, which will happen on Thursday. But Caleb Williams will not be playing on Thursday. Do you guys think that's a big deal or no deal?
It's kind of a big deal. Caleb not playing week 1?
No deal.
Really? I mean, he's the franchise guy. You want to get. I guess you want to protect him, but
you want to protect him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's no deal.
Go out there, take 4 or 5 plays. Get out of there.
I kind of feel the same way. Like, you know what? He's the first overall pick.
Right.
They're playing in the Hall of Fame game. It's the very first game of the new season, and granted, it's preseason. And that's just a quarter. Yeah. And by the way, he wanted to play. It's the Bears that are protecting him.
Hand off, throw one to the flats. Get out of there.
I would say, because this is a bonus preseason game, that you play him in the next preseason game against a team who's playing their first preseason game. You don't put him out there in week 1.
I think Steve Mason said Chicago's going to win that division.
He did say that earlier.
Like, what happened to Detroit in that?
All right, here comes Coach McVay.
Anyway,
He's coming over. Everybody's going to go crazy.
Yes.
All right, listen, everybody stay with us. We're live at Rams training camp, and Steve Avala, the starting center, is going to join us next. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
Starting Monday, September 9th, there's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it means the 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block begins an hour earlier. Even more live and local LA sports talk on 710 ESPN. The Travis and Sliwa Show will start at 9 a.m. Mason and Ireland move back to noon to 3, and Sedano and Kappy start the LA Afternoon Drive Takeover at 3 p.m. And then at 6 p.m., we are the destination for LA sports. It's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it begins Monday, September 9th.
(818-518-5055). Visit thewaterboyinc.com. That's the Waterboy leak detection at 818-518-5055. Talk to Omer. He's going to take good care of you at the Waterboy. Visit thewaterboyinc.com.
Hey, it's Travis.
And Slee. By now you have heard about our good friends at the law office of Joseph S. Normand.
When my son Bobby was in an accident, we called Joe and he hit it out of the park. That's why I trust Joe.
No insurance company is ever on your side. Anything you say to them can and will be used against you. Joe and his team will treat you like family, get you the medical attention you need, and the max compensation you deserve.
Call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com.
The law office of Joseph S. Normand.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like choosing Derek Jeter as the pinch hitter for your baseball team.
Jeter, you're in. We need a home run.
I'll give it a try. I've swung a bat once or twice.
That's out of here. Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
Gotta change my oil.
How about Valvoline Restore and Protect? It restores and protects your engine to run like new.
Get in zone.
It restores your engine to, like, factory clean?
And protects.
Get in zone.
So Valvoline Restore and Protect restores and protects.
Now you can get 5 quarts with an STP Extended Life Oil Filter for $37.99.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Is your vehicle due for service? Before you hit the road for that summer road trip, head into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. No dragging the kids into a dirty waiting room. At Valvoline, you stay in your car safe while the expert technicians make sure your ride is in its best. Oil changes, tire rotations, transmission care, and more. Pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
710 ESPN, your home for Rams football. Sedano Kap final segment. Don't forget, LAFC versus Vancouver. Coming up at the top of the hour right now, we head back to LMU Rams training camp. Take it away, Kappy.
Thank you, Christopher Arthur Morales. So the Rams have ended practice, and Coach McVay was just doing an interview on Channel 7, ABC.
You said hi, and he didn't say hi
Well,
back.
he came through our
blew you off, Kappy. I
Did
saw
he?
it.
And I was like, what's up, Coach?
He just kept right on
He just
walking.
kind of
He's
ran
locked
away.
in.
Ran
Technically,
away.
technically he's still at practice. You know, he's locked.
So DeMarco's here, Kirk Morrison is here, and Steve Avala is here.
Yes.
And my man, how's it going, bro?
It's going good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. How was today?
It was good. I feel like it could be way better. It's day 2 of pads, so I feel like we've unlocked a little more in our playbook. We have a lot more practices to go, before the first game, so I feel like that's what I have to keep in mind. But, overall, from the defense, they definitely brought it today, but I will definitely be better the next day.
How's that move, guard to center?
Oh, it's been a process. Especially in OTAs, I feel like that was my first. That was my time to really, soak it all in. I had to. 1, realize I'm moving to center. 2, learn everything again, essentially, just from a perspective of a center, and technique-wise, I feel like that was the biggest transition. So I feel like a lot of what we did in OTAs definitely helped me out, coming into camp.
They told you, or you went to them and said, I want to play center?
Kind of both. They actually didn't tell me at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Did you go see the depth chart or something?
I found out when y'all found out.
Wow.
Really? Yeah. That's how it happened.
A sheet of paper over
I was eating lunch and I saw.
When was this?
Whenever we signed Jonah, that's what happened. Yeah.
Okay.
That's when I saw it.
I guess I'm playing center.
Yeah. Well, so the thought was, I always knew that would be a possibility. I feel like that was one of the upper hands I had, coming into the draft, is that I was able to play center. And I knew they knew that. With the departure of, Coleman and BA, the possibility, to me became, more and more. And then finally when I saw that, it all started clicking.
So when was the last time you played center?
2021, December.
How was it? Was that for a game? Is it talking about a couple games?
No, so I went to TCU for 5 years.
Correct.
I played for 3. My first 2 years of playing was when I played center, and then my senior year of college is when I made the move to guard. So essentially I have, 2 years at center and 2 years at guard, so it's pretty even.
When you find out you're going back to center, is it like, oh, no big deal, I played center, I'm fine? Or are you like in your house snapping? Like,
oh, man.
grabbing a ball,
it was
like,
actually
I need to handle the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I know Tristan Wirfs. Did I say it?
Yeah,
he was, struggling. From what I remember, please correct me if I'm wrong. I think he made a transition from moving to the right to the left, or opposite.
Right,
and that was it's very much a mental toll. I mean, he's done it for so long, and I feel like, I've only played guard for 2 years, but I feel like I had a really good year last year. So for me, initially, it was very nerve-wracking. But, McVay and everybody, called me in as soon as it happened, and they said some encouraging words about how much trust they have in me, which is very encouraging, especially coming, from the GM as well, and everybody else.
Yeah, not a demotion. You just made
the
offensive line better.
And Kevin Demoff definitely came up to me. He said, there's no really – you can't really grow unless you put yourself in a tough position. Not that moving to center is a tough position, but, it does come with some challenges just learning new things and making that transition. So those were definitely some words that I kept.
What ticks you off?
Aaron Donald.
Oh, man.
I want to know because you're such a great dude. Like, talking to you.
What
great
ticks me off?
So, but when I watch you on the field, like, when you flip the switch, I'm like, I don't want to be in front of that guy. So what ticks you off?
When my bed sheet keeps coming off my bed. No, I'm joking.
Oh, here it can.
I know what you mean.
No,
yes.
Man, what ticks me off? I always try to. You got to have that mindset going into the game, and I saw this video of AD mic'd up, and he said you have to have controlled aggression, and that's how I feel like I work on the field. But there are some moments, man, when you have like a cocky D lineman. That's I can talk now. Look, only the people next to me will know, like when we're in the game, because I've said some words. But
are you using swear words or what are we talking about?
I don't even. It's not. It's funny because that version that is me. But like when I look at it, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Calm down. But in terms of actually playing the game, there is some mindset you have to turn on with like, man, I have to wreck this guy. So that's what I try to do on the field.
Steve Avala is here. He's the starting center. So I have a question. How long have you had the nose ring?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's a fashion statement.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. I got it as soon as the season ended.
Last year?
Yeah.
And what motivates the nose ring?
I had it the end of the season, my college season, and I wanted to take it out because I didn't know how that would work. Like, I didn't want anybody to yank on it. But I have my ears pierced.
Let's be honest. Man, you were going to the combine, wanting to take everything out. Everybody try to cut their hair, look all nice shaven.
Yes, sir. Does it look good?
It does look good.
Thank you. That's why I got it. Thank you. I got so many thumbs up over here.
Question, though. You ready? Mm-hmm. If you're going to get a nose ring, how do you determine the right side or the left side?
This is what you do, right? You get your phone. You be like, do I look good on this side or this side?
Did you really do that? Come on, man. Wow.
Right.
You got to.
Oh, she's got one.
See? There we go. Wow. There we go.
There we go. Spirits over here.
Have you, since you've been with the Rams, have you explored Southern California? And I'm going to ask you this reason, for this reason. Have you ever heard of Avala State Beach?
I did. I think I passed by it a couple times. I'm not sure. I remember seeing a sign of it, and I'm like,
it's up the Central Coast, dude. And you got to go, man.
I know. I need to.
It's like when you get there. Have you guys ever been to Avala?
No.
When you get there, you're like, what the hell just happened?
Really?
Like all of a sudden,
that is
I'm
a great
in
beach
Italy.
to have my last
name.
Dude,
you got to go check it out. It's probably 3 hours north.
Yeah, I need to check that out. But I have been around, man. LA is such an amazing place to be. Not even LA, just this part of California. I've definitely been around. I've gone to Oxnard. I went to Santa Barbara. I've gone down to San Diego, and it's just all amazing. I mean, Vegas is 4 hours away. I went for the Super Bowl for the festivities they had there. But it also helps. I mean, I don't know if you were at Rams Reveal.
Yeah.
When they asked a question about who's most likely to make a purchase in the offseason, and we were writing it on the board, and I said me. So I had bought a new car.
Okay, what'd you get?
A Shelby GT500.
There you go.
And I take it. It literally, for me, it is very therapeutic to drive along the PCH, and that is one of my favorite things to do. I have the windows rolled down. You just take that deep breath in, and I feel like as an athlete, you have to find those things that you like. So that's definitely one thing for me.
We got 1 minute to go before we got to get Steve out of here, and before we have to turn it over to LAFC. Take it, Kirk.
I just want to. Did you find a hairstylist, a barber?
I do. We have
because the flow is looking.
I appreciate it. I appreciate. Shout out my man Eric. I appreciate it. No, I haven't. I do have a barber, but in terms of like the flow, Miss Jessie's is a great product. They need to sponsor me.
NIL in the NFL.
Yeah. He's a businessman. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, hey, it's great to visit with you, man. Now, real quick, did something happen here? Something happened.
No.
Something happened.
We only got 30 seconds.
We got to make it quick.
Go ahead. Tell us what happened.
DeMarco comes up to me. He's like, yo, Steve Avala knows perfect Spanish. You got to interview him in Spanish. So yesterday, I was like, yo, ¿cómo estás? He's like, and I was like, you don't know Spanish? He's like, no. He's like,
no.
You guys love it when a guy screws up.
Yeah.
He was like really wrong. I felt so dumb trying to
And who did he mix me up with?
My bad.
Kobe Turner.
Kobe Turner.
My bad.
Damn. Kobe Turner is fluent in Spanish.
You guys are like that anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kobe Turner's fluent in Spanish, and it makes me upset.
See? There you go.
Steve Avala, great to be with you, bro.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
We'll hopefully talk to you much more. Kirk Morrison, amazing. DeMarco, so much love.
Yes, sir.
The queen, you are the girl. You're her. Great job by DeAndre and Funchy Lova back in the studio and our entire team here at Rams Training Camp. Until tomorrow, everybody. Peace out.
Thanks to Sedano and Kap. LAFC coming up at 7 o'clock right here at KSPN Los Angeles, Good Carpet Brands radio station. Lit Tuesday is also a final. Right, Big D? It is a final.
It is a final, man.
Tomorrow we'll start it all over again. Unsportsmanlike gets you rolling 6 to 10 a.m. Then Travis and Sliwa as they begin the 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block live and local. Mason and Ireland, 1 p.m., and Sedano and Kappy. By the way, tomorrow, Travis and Sliwa are live from Rams Training Camp starting at 10 a.m. Thursday, Mason and Ireland live from Rams Training Camp. You know Mace. We call him the loudest and proudest member of the Ramily. So he can't wait to be there at LMU. You know what we can't wait for on a Tuesday night? LAFC. Hey, do you have that imaging? LAFC takes on Vancouver up next right here on LA's Mega Sports Station, 710 ESPN.